least.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
let's do it.
streaming, guys. Hello.
Wait, I was just getting naked.
We are indeed streaming. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome back to Untold Realms, Path of Destruction. See, guys, this is where you cheer. This.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my god.
Yay.
So first, I'd like to start off by pointing out the lovely art that we have. We got our characters commissioned by Pally. If you don't know who Pally is, check out Pally's Twitter. They are amazing. And Dade, who did your art for Chris?
I have to point this way.
No, a person.
A person. Oh, okay, a person.
Yeah, an art person.
An art person. An art person
that does art.
I love a
Yeah.
person.
There you go, make
It was a very person.
That is my favorite person.
That arts. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
That's fair. But yeah, we got some lovely art commissioned by wonderful artists out in the community, so give them a check. And we also have new stream overlays, because I was tired of looking at the generic Etsy ones that I had, and I thought it would be really cool to do something different. So we have our own stream overlays, and if you look down there at the bottom, you can see stats of our characters. I think that is pretty cool. I spent a long time working on them. Please tell me you're proud of me. Thank you.
Briar, we are
very
all
proud of
very
you.
proud of you.
Oh, thank
So
you.
proud.
Thank you so much. We also have our Twitter names down under our character names if you want to give everyone in here a lovely little follow.
Makeshift, how much money do we need to give you to eat your mustache?
No, Mars.
I will pay top dollar.
Lovesick down. Don't encourage Mars.
I've got money on this if he dips it in mustard first.
No! Oh my god, no!
I eat my mustache.
This doesn't happen there.
Do you mean like buzz it all off and just?
No. Just kind of put the sides in your mouth and give them a little.
I'll save that for the Patreon.
Oh,
I mean, bite and rip it off.
Oh yeah.
You
want
shave
you
it
to
all off
shave
in
it.
one go and just have the mustache and just like dip it in some mustard.
Oh my god.
Lovesick, if you can find me using your yandere superpowers, sure, go ahead. Break
Don't
in through the
test
window
me.
while
You
I'm
think I
sleeping. I'm a heavy sleeper.
All right, see you tomorrow, buddy.
Hey, why did you bring up mustard? Why?
Oh my god.
Hey, people were talking about eating mustaches. I mean, mustard's gone.
Mustard,
right
mustache, same,
there. Right there.
same for
It's right
syllable.
Yeah.
Yes, Happy New Year's to everyone. We are so excited to be back with Path of Destruction. Thank you all already for the subs. That was very sweet of you guys. Just so y'all know that the money made during the D&D streams does go right back into the D&D streams. They pay for art.
In my pocket.
Yeah, that too. I have to pay Dade to be here. It's we have to pay him at least $100 a month and mustard. It's very weird. There's like 60 bottles of mustard sitting in my apartment right now. That's all for Dade.
Help me, I am in a basement. Mars threatened me.
Oh no.
Mars has threatened me so much. Like, I'm a potato to her. She was giving me alive. So
Obvious. All right. Without further ado, and Makeshift, I think I'm gonna hand it over to you, and we're gonna go ahead and start.
I will
our
boil her
game.
master and stick her in the stew.
Oh boy.
Wonderful. Based on this overlay design, if it's still up as I'm saying this, it kind of looks like I could. Oh no, never mind. Hang on, I gotta see the new one. I was gonna reach over and be like, Bara, hand me one of those arrows.
gladly.
But now I can see you all down there. Wait, no, I reversed. I think. Whatever.
It's reversed. You got this, buddy.
No. There we go. Good thing there was no writing on my shirt or something. Anyway, so for anybody who's watching this on YouTube, please drop a like and maybe subscribe. You won't miss any more of these or our wacky antics here on the channel. And, stop by the stream. Anyway, let's get started now that I thoroughly smacked my desk.
Bravo, Makeshift. Bravo.
You got this.
So-
buddy. We believe in you.
Now that I'm done fending off that bird that got into my house, I think it's outside eating some more of the berries that's spreading invasive species.
You sure it
But,
hasn't attacked a pizza place yet?
I hope not. The 2 pizza places near me I quite like. I don't want to make enemies out of them.
Too late.
So, from what I understand, the session ended with all of you
My pizza is the
re-entering-
only pizza.
re-entering into the marketplace at the Trading Federation.
Sorry.
And everything seemed to be back in order, which is actually where you're supposed to end up. And in front of you, you see a nice pair of boots, some hide boots that you remember quite well. And as you look up and scan the figure in front of you, you see a very familiar sight. Your eyes go up, the pants are a little bit different than you remember, but it looks like they're wearing leather armor. The torso is also now clad in some leather armor, but that wooden executioner sword at his side, pretty unmistakable. But now it seems he had time to go and get geared up. He has a hood thrown over his head, and it seems like he's now actually like armored and ready for a fight, since he knew you were all stuck in a different dimension. So, you see that in front of you. And he stands there silently, looking back at all of you. What do you all do?
Mania
Where the fucking hell is
yeah,
that
yeah.
bird?
stands up a little bit straighter, and kind of wipes underneath her nose, and she just pulls Bloodborne out from the space behind her back and just is like, "Alright, fucker, you left the bird to deal with us? Well, now it's time to deal with you."
He's silent.
Alright, well, I'm
His-
gonna attack him.
His eyes scan across the group as you charge towards him, and then he locks in on you as you start charging towards him.
1 second. I'm definitely not ordering my fiance to grab me my dice real quick. That's definitely not happening. Thank you, my dear. The red and black box, please. Yes,
Clap,
thank you.
clap, Adrian.
Yes,
Dice.
everyone applaud Adrian for being my little dice knight. Oh, thank you for that lovely, lovely display of dominance. Okay, let's get out Mania's dice. What'd you say? Could you repeat what you just said, Makeshift?
So you begin charging towards him, and as his eyes seem to be scanning across the group of you, your charging towards him causes his eyes to lock in on you.
Wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swing my axe at this man. Give me 1 second. Once again, I swear to God, you know, I was so busy setting up the entire stream that I forgot to set up my stuff.
XX.
Can somebody please remind me where I need to go to make the character sheet pop out? Never mind, found it. I'm stupid. All right, we got this. I'm good. I'm smart.
It's just simple break waking up again. You're good, Briar.
It's like midnight in Germany right now, so.
Oh, that's true.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I do things for D&D. Okay, +6. That's what it was. Wunderbar. Please hit. 16. Yay. That's with my modifier, by the way.
That hits.
Oh, it
Roll
hits.
for damage.
Wonderful. Good question. I would really like to remember what my great axe damage is. I swear to God, I know what I'm doing.
Your great axe damage. I'm pretty sure great axes are 2d6.
We take 1 month off and everything goes to shit.
I know. I took 1 month off and I just lose my goddamn mind. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just pull D&D Beyond up on my phone. And I'm gonna look it up.
Having the character sheet ready would be a great idea. In the
No, I
meantime,
have the character sheet. Hold on. It's right here.
Oh.
Hold on. Hang on. I'm very smart. I promise. Can't wait to get a mouthful. Where the fuck is it? Inventory. Great axe.
1d12.
Thank you. It's 1d12 plus 3. Fuck me. Okay. Here we go. That's 4 damage.
4 damage. So you bring down your axe and it kind of skims along, kind of like skims across the chest as the figure backsteps from you. Give me a perception check, Briar.
Okay. Mania's perception is not that
DC
great.
DC 10. It's not too hard to see what he's doing.
I got a fucking 9, and I don't have any modifiers. Fuck.
You didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. Seems fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
She's pretty angry right now, so.
Meanwhile, everybody else give me a perception check as well. DC 15. Yeah, DC 15.
Oh.
Ah,
Bara, you notice that he seems to have an extra weapon on his back right now. And it seems to be pretty long. Like you can see the hilt poking from behind his shoulder.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
I don't think makeshift means that type of weapon, people. Get your minds
Oh.
out of the gutter.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Why?
How do you know?
I'm guessing
I mean, the
because
stream
he
is
said
marked 18
a
plus
hilt.
for a reason.
Ara.
It's okay, I got this. Don't even worry about it.
Oh,
And
look
that's
at
plus 1, so 18.
Nice. Lovesick, you also notice that he seems to have an extra weapon on his back. It doesn't look like you see a lot of traditional weapons, like they're made to just do their job effectively. They're not meant to be particularly ornate. But you do take note of the fact that it looks a bit unique, like just based on the handle. Seems
Okay.
a little bit more decorative. Bara, you also notice this.
I didn't know shit.
Neither did I, don't worry, and I'm the one closest to him.
Too busy eating my hand.
And then he doesn't attack you back just yet. It seems like you see him like tilt his head side to side as he's still looking across the group.
Mania kind of growls at him and just she goes in for another strike. She's pretty pissed at him at the moment. So yeah, she's just gonna go in for another strike. She still thinks this is Elric, so she's cursing at him in Infernal and swinging her axe again. Oh shit! That is
What'd you get?
That is a dirty. I'm trying to remember what 9 plus 6 is. Hold on. That's a dirty 25.
15?
No, dirty 25.
25? You definitely hit him.
You're welcome.
And
Fucking Christ, 4 damage again.
you once
Dice are not
again
well-weighted.
sort of like skim across, like you slash down one way and then you kind of bring it back and slash in the other direction. And you leave a very similar scratch as he keeps trying to backstep from you instead of like meaningfully dodge.
We think
And then-
in fight.
So I got DM.
Oh, okay. I was like, and then you hanging
And
us on
then-
my thread, my dude?
Then
I need to look at the spells list real quick. He is going to cast. Let me look at the spell description real quick. He is not going to cast that. That is a 10-minute casting time.
Haha.
But he is going to cast this.
Oh shit.
So you see as he's like, he's still holding on to the sword. He's kind of gripping, he's just holding it by the hilt, but only with one hand, even though it's an executioner sword. And he lifts up his other hand, and he casts Thunder Wave.
Oh shit. Not again. Last time this happened, it turned me Australian.
And it is one action. Make a Constitution saving throw. DC 14.
Constitution. That is not one of the good ones. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, wow. And my con is... That is an 18, actually.
Nice. Then you take half of slash roll. Is that gonna do it? You take 5 damage, and you don't get knocked back.
Mania kind of like... She falls to one knee rather than like getting blown back the same way she was when Elric casted it, and she kind of growls again and looks back up at him and is like, "Oh, I know you can do better than that, you fuckwit."
The figure kind of squints their eyes at you, and then they turn their attention back towards the group that's still standing behind you.
Are y'all gonna do anything? Is this just me versus whoever the fuck
Hello
this is?
there.
His pose still seems to be kind of nonchalant. His eyes lock onto Cress as he says hello there.
How's it going? You seem to have made her quite angry.
Is there something you're looking for, you bugger?
Any fish? I like fish.
Am I the only one who recognizes this shit? It's fucking Elric.
Is
I'm
it?
too mentally drained from what the bird did.
And just as Bara starts talking, their eyes narrow in on you, and this figure breaks into a sprint straight towards you.
What?
Oh, that's not good.
Hi, what?
Is that really your reaction to someone sprinting at you?
With the big
Bara
wooden
has
sword.
no mental energy to do anything. She's physically
Yeah,
not
fair point. You
feeling
were
to
just
herself.
severely traumatized. Fair enough.
Exactly.
And now,
Wait,
let me.
I think I'd cast like Wind Wall for funsies.
For funsies, I like it.
Let me put you all on the battle map.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
And
hell.
in the meantime, everybody roll for initiative.
Wait,
Oh,
Oh.
my Wind Wall.
Is going to be the day.
You're my
Uh,
wind wall.
I was gonna put up my Wind Wall.
I'll put this.
Apparently got a
Oh,
7.
No!
nice.
No!
Damn.
Love sick.
The nat 20 got wasted on initiative. Fuck.
Oh my god. The way how I roll 1 or 2 for everything, but the one time I don't want to be first. Nat 20.
My beautiful 3.
I got a 7.
I got a rock.
Nice.
Damn.
I actually got 17. I did put it in chat for you there, Makeshift.
Where
Word.
do you want the character?
Oh, right. I need to be on that thing. That's thing I need to be doing on the thing.
Yeah.
So
Nunny.
you should
I
be
am-
standing.
Nani?
Mania should be right about here. All of you should be around here, kind of up.
Oh, what? I got it. There we go.
Cress!
Get your butt down here! Fuck
You're on
Chris
the
just
Oh,
chokes
yeah.
up on a fucking tent.
Sorry.
Got him. He's a child. Get the leash. The child needs it already.
We need one
Oh
of
my
those like
God.
monkey child leashes.
It's very cozy up here.
You're welcome.
There we go.
You can't cast your spell in front of us if you're gonna be up there. You know.
It's
By
got
the way, there is not a
great
sausage
range.
hidden in this map because our new map thing does not have sausages. However, there is a leak hidden in this map somewhere.
A what?
A leak.
Damn
And
it.
it's not the one on the table.
That okay. Something to look for afterwards because
Wouldn't
I'm a bit too focused on.
wouldn't she be like
what I'm
more
gonna
like right there? Because she's
Who?
swinging at
Okay,
it?
I'm looking for a stream
Oh, yeah.
of piss.
He also just broke into a sprint, so
Oh, fair point.
he passed her right here,
Okay, fair.
giving you an
Opportunity.
I guess you get an attack of
I
opportunity attack.
Hallelujah. I'm going to basically stick my axe out and try to catch him in the chest with the blade of the axe as he runs by.
You do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 12 doesn't hit.
A 12 just barely misses.
Aw, sad. Alright. He misses the blade. Yes. Whoever is pinging it found it. Good job.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's sticking out underneath the cart. And roll for the enemy. He got a 4. I think his initiative is +2. All right.
All right.
I found the leak.
Good job, Marcy.
Yes, bravo, Mars.
Wait, did I get to cast my wind wall before initiative or?
If you cast it as you see him break into a sprint.
Only if you sing the song.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's wonder wall, not wind wall, you silly beans. You're my wonder wall.
Anyway,
Okay.
here's Wonderwall.
Yeah, so I would cast wind wall as he's starting to run towards us, just in a straight line between us and where he's running at us.
So,
I guess,
Word. Something like this.
Like, I'm trying to. Can I not mark? Yeah, like that's fine. Yeah, that's perfect. It'd be like 15 feet tall, and I don't know, probably 50 feet or so. Could probably make it like 25 or something. I don't think it would need to be the
That's
whole
about
50
feet.
Yeah, I'd say about like 25. He'd probably just cast it like right in front of us.
That's
15
25
feet.
feet.
That's perfect. And it's like and it'd be a foot thick. And you'd have to do a foot thick.
A foot thick.
Mm-hmm. It's very girthy wall.
So, you do that. Describe to me what that spell does.
It's just
Wind wall?
a wind wall. So if he tries to run through it, he just has to do a straight check to get through it. He's large, so he would still get through it. He would just take damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I drew it again. There we go. So he's continuously running towards this, and he tries to do that. What's the con save on that strength check?
Does he? It would just be your. It doesn't say. It just this is
Or strength check.
It's a saving throw. So,
What's the DC?
It doesn't say.
Is it equal to your spellcasting modifier? Not modifier, but your spell thing.
Sorry.
And does he take half damage, or does he not pass it if he fails?
No. If he passes it, he just takes half damage. If he hits it, he takes 3d8 damage.
But he still goes through it?
Yeah. Because unless he's small, right? Which he's not.
Oh, okay.
Not.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's the same size as all of us.
Right. Well, I gotta look this up. It doesn't actually say. That's weird. Okay, sorry. That's weird.
Is it via your strength or?
No, it'd be his. It would just be a strength saving throw, but I don't know. Is there a standard saving throw in 5e? Or maybe it's against probably against my spell casting, right? Then if it's because I don't see anything, so I just looked up the spell and it doesn't even say.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
Jesus.
say it's just spellcasting modifier plus
Okay.
10.
Okay, so my spellcasting modifier is what, +4? Okay, here we go. It's a DC. Oh, here we go. It would be a save of DC 15.
15. He did not make that. He takes 3d8 damage.
Yep.
Word. Roll it up.
And it would slow him. It would slow him too. So like he wouldn't be able to do like half. Basically his move would move through, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, he was going this way, since that's where Bara is. Did you roll on 3d8?
Yeah, but sorry. I had to bring this menu back up. I'm rolling it right now. the modifiers off of here. Boom.
Wow.
22.
Wow.
Mm.
God damn.
Damn.
You'll love to see it.
It's a little windy out today.
It is. And he has a token attached to him right now that's going to
Ooh.
tick down from, I'm going to roll a d4 now.
So windy. Hold on to your fish.
Hold the TV.
I wrong slash. I did backslash. And you'll see what that does. 1. Cool.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
so there's now 1 turn until something important happens.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Maybe I
lovely.
should have done 1d4.
I
At
am
least it's
terrified.
windy.
Mm. Whose turn is it?
Shoot him in the
And you,
face.
I think
as
it's
he
yours.
lunges through the wind wall, he seems to, like, his eyes kind of like wince in pain, and his the wonder wall.
I don't know.
My
What?
wonder
As he-
wall.
As he does that, it's like his hood whips around the wind, but it stays secure, and he manages to pass through the wind, and he makes an attack on Bara.
Oh my.
What's your armor class?
Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
My armor class is.
Don't you worry, he missed. He got a 3.
13. Oh yeah, he
Don't
fucking
you
missed.
worry. He missed.
Yeah, he's
Somebody throw a
not
fish
hitting.
at him.
I.
Fish is the ultimate weapon.
Is this a fish thing right here? Can I like go steal fish from here to throw at him?
I
I was
think
just
Uh,
looking at that.
there's just
I was
like
just looking
boxes
around.
under there.
There's no market in.
I mean,
this
yeah, it's a
tent?
market. It's like boxes and stuff. I mean, there might be fish in the
Uh,
boxes.
Give me a roll a d4 for me, and if it comes up as a
There.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Sure.
four.
there's fish under there.
Yes,
There's a
there
fish.
is.
You
You
all
find
are getting all
4.
the good rolls, so I'm getting my
No
ass beat
fish.
because of all of you guys. Holy shit.
You're welcome. All right. Whose turn is it? They were at the top of the initiative, correct?
It is still actually the surprise round.
Oh, okay.
For,
Cool,
well,
cool,
technically surprise round. And, well, actually, no, it just ended because he made his attack and all his movement's gone. So, top of the initiative, it's Canary's turn.
Mm. Can I do? I don't know. Something says. Can I do a perception check on how he like physically looks? Like not his weapons, his face, and all that. Okay.
Give me a perception check, DC 16. And if you pass it, I'll DM you information.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No, that's a.
fuck.
It's
Don't
none
worry.
of the ones I want.
You rolled a
Oh,
1.
there's
He has
that
a
one.
face.
You
He
rolled
has
a
a face, but
D.
you've been wrong before.
You rolled the wrong dice.
You rolled a D16. Roll a D20.
Oh, thank
The
God.
DC is
Thank
16, so you have to get higher than a 16.
Thank God, she didn't actually get a 1. I'm about to cry.
Watch her get a 1 again.
A
Okay, no,
10.
she got a 10. She got a 10.
What's your,
10.
what's your,
There's an
what's
extra
your
0 on
modifier?
there.
Oh, yeah, what's
Your
My
cleric is
modifier
dead.
is +1,
So 11.
so 11.
Good job.
Yeah, he looks like nothing about his face is out of the ordinary. The only thing you notice is that the extra staff and the extra armor seemed a little odd, but he probably just had time to go prep since he last saw you all.
Mm,
I mean, he was able to teleport. He was able to teleport before, so he probably just went and prepped.
Mm. Okay. So I have a bag of coins on me.
Oh boy, here we go again. Let's go.
Mm. I can't
Okay.
help but notice. Oh, I'm looking around the map. There appears to be some pots and shit behind me.
Oh boy, she's about to pull a link.
Can
Some
I?
pots?
Yeah, over here on the table.
Oh?
And there's also like some boxes and shit, and this is like a little food place. Here's a pot right here.
I have
Oh?
fish.
Okay.
I would like to throw a pot at him.
Can you reach the pot? That's the question. What's your movement again?
Sure, walk over to them.
Oh yeah, right here. Oh yeah, you can move it. It's fine.
I'll just say walking over here does the job.
I take the pot and
Improvise.
Move on over to like here-ish, I guess. You gotta
how do I move me?
you
What?
click and you do this, you click and drag.
There you go.
What did
You have to Lovesick, you have to make sure you have the actual cursor clicked, not the ruler.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
The ruler just measures.
I take and throw.
Alright, give me a
If you get a nat
I
one, I
yeeted
get hit
the
in the back
pot.
of the head, I swear to God.
I'll call this a strength check.
Strength
It'd be a
check.
It's
dex-
an improvised weapon, but it is you're like tossing a pot. Sure, give me a strength throw. Or strength.
Let me see what my
Yeah, strength throw.
my strength is +0, so this needs to be good.
I swear to God, Lovesick.
It's a 6.
Got him.
You did not beat his armor class.
Rip.
You take the pot, you toss it in his direction, and it lands about here-ish.
This
I
is a
need to-
terrible throw, daughter.
Here-ish.
I'm
Oh,
not
sorry,
your
really still
daughter.
on this.
Awful. It's awful. Let me show you how it's done with this fish later.
And now it's Minia's turn.
Quick question, Dade.
Yes,
If I tried to run through that.
it hurt you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Just checking. Then I am going to use my movement to go here, which was I think 20 feet, and then here, which
Yeah.
was 5.
Uh-huh.
I measured it a bit earlier, and I'm going to try and slam my axe down on him again, screaming something in Infernal.
Also,
Go
just
for it.
for a heads up,
Wait.
after a minute, the wall would dissipate.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, that'd be 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Unless you choose
Wait.
to end it with an action.
Hold on real
No,
quick. Let me
I
make
can't.
sure that I'm not being stupid here.
It's got a wind wall of its own.
Oh wait, I gotta make Caleb big.
Actually, reverse that, Willy Wonka this bitch. At first, as my bonus action, I would like to fucking rage.
Against
Gotcha.
the machine.
I would like to rage. Here we
Are
go.
you going to rage against the machine?
Yes.
Rah.
Good music.
Yes, I am going to
I
rage
mean,
against
to
the
be fair,
machine.
he did just straight up ignore Mania, and so like, yeah, understandable. Rage.
Yeah, I'm going to rage. When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to that damage roll. Okay, so I only to the damage roll. Got it.
Mm.
Okay, I am going to... Please. Exactly, Yasha. I would like to rage.
Really get the name off.
Plus that is a 19.
Let's go.
You definitely hit him.
Fuck yes. Alright, you know what? We're gonna use Cthulhu the dice roller for my damage dice, because it's been like a 1 every time, so we're gonna try this again. It's a 2, so that's gonna be 5 damage. What's the bonus here, Rage? Did I not write down what the bonus is for my Rage?
At this level, I think you get a flat +3 or 4 to damage on your attack rolls.
Yeah, I have a flat 3. That would make the damage 5. Should be 3. Okay, then fuck it. It's 5.
No, another 3 for
Oh,
your
another
rage.
3. Oh, okay, then it's 8. Yay.
I was gonna say, yeah, you get the extra
Okay.
damage.
You get a little
8 damage.
I've never played a barbarian before, so
Gotta get that oomph. Oomph.
so 8 damage to him.
You do that. Do you aim for like his torso, his head? What are you aiming for?
Yeah, I'm bringing it up from like behind my shoulder, so I'm aiming more for his head.
Gotcha. As you smacking You kind of bring it down, and you manage to like skim the back of his sort of like this area-ish,
Okay.
and it starts tugging on the hood, and that counter ticks down to 0.
Oh, no.
And Bara, you can see that his hair is a little different looking than you remember it behind that hood, because it got tugged back a bit. His hair is like longer and darker. Something's a little odd here.
Who the fuck are you? Or
Kinda
did
cute.
Elric go get his hair dyed?
Probably
And
just
now
using
it
magic
is-
to trick us. Fuck.
It's actually Bara's turn right now.
Wait,
What would I have to do to yank his hood?
wait. I don't think I didn't get my initiative turn.
Oh wait, what?
Oh, did you not roll initiative?
Yeah,
No.
I did. I rolled my initiative.
Oh
I just
yeah,
never used
he's
it,
11.
'cause
It's
this
Crest.
was-
It's Crest first.
yeah,
Yeah.
Crest gets
Oh.
to go first.
I think I got a 3. Okay.
No, I lied. It's Khalid and then Crest. Khalid,
Yeah.
Crest, and then Bara.
Cal. Yeah.
I got a 7.
Oh, okay. That's right.
What?
Yeah.
Khalid got 14. Mars got 14. Dade got
Really?
11.
Oh,
Wait, how did Dave get a weapon?
It's up in the
Initiative.
chat. In the Roll20 chat.
I push Bar back a bit.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
and the second calendar.
Lego.
Okay, there we go. And oh, you push Bara back.
Yes.
Psy-like nudge Farah back.
You do.
And I
that.
do smack.
Bonk. That's a big bonk. Roll to see if you hit though. Where's the d20?
I did.
Oh my.
Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah, that is to hit. You definitely land those hits, and you absolutely like pulverize them down into the ground, like immediately pushing them into the ground, and they fall unconscious immediately.
Can I now intervene and be like, fuck this, I want to take this person's hood off before anybody else go fuck them up?
Wait, I still gotta throw my fish at him.
He's unconscious!
Let's
That's
throw
fine.
his fish. Let's
Dragon
throw his
Perfect.
fish.
Man up.
Perfect time to throw a fish. Fuck
wanna
on
take-
fish.
Did I punch too hard? Did I punch him too hard?
Yeah, you might have punched him too hard.
Caleb seems to be saying something to Mania, and you see a fish just get lobbed through the air and land on the back of this guy's head.
Look,
Fuck
dragon
on.
lady, fish. Go fetch.
See, daughter, that's how you throw things at something.
Mania, before you go taking his head off, because I'm assuming you want to, can we take the hood off? His hair's not right.
It's probably just... Fuck it, whatever. Just make it quick, confirm your suspicions before I finally fucking kill this bitch.
Fish.
What do I have to roll? Tell me. Next shift.
Nothing. You can just say you pick up his face to look at him because he's unconscious.
I walk over, pull the hood off, and lift up his face to take a look.
Yeah, he's very much so unconscious, or at the very least, doing a darn good job pretending. And he is not looking like Elric. This is just somebody else.
Oh, fuck me, not again.
At least this time he didn't take their head off.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, again, shit happens sometimes.
Here, daughter, I brought you a fish.
Thanks, Cress.
Makeshift, but punching him in the face, wake him up.
I feel like healing him would probably wake him up faster.
Where's the fun in
Bara
healing?
doesn't have any healing. That'd be Canary. Canary's over there with their
Or
fucking
Crest.
father.
They're both clerics.
Me healing?
That's true. You're a ranger. Don't you have good berry? Just like
Canary? Or
cram one of those into his mouth.
Lovesick?
You forget that both of the healing people are also human eaters.
That's fair, but hold on.
Yeah.
Lovesick?
Yeah.
Open your character sheet, and go to your spells. I
Awesome.
left you a little gift.
Mending. You're so
I'm-
sweet.
Remember
Mending
to put
is
that fish
definitely
in your
not the spell
inventory.
I'm talking about. You should have a
No.
lot more.
Revivify.
Nope, that's for dead people.
Sending?
Revivify?
Wait.
You have several healing spells in there.
Do I?
Probably one by the name of Cure Wounds.
That's a good one.
I don't see it here. No, deadass, I don't see
Wait,
it. Hold on.
Hold on, did I really not give you Cure Wounds? Hold on.
I
Can
only
I
see 1,
again
2,
point out
3,
what
4,
can- what-
5.
Can I
Bara,
point
if
out
we
what Lovesick
kill
said?
him, we
Both
can
of the
talk
healers
to
are
him.
fucking eaters.
Canary? Level 1,
Yeah.
first spell.
It says I don't have any level 1 spells.
That is indeed a lie. You have 4, I promise.
I
Oh,
think-
Spell slots. Did you not assign your spells?
I did
Or like
it
pick
for
them?
her.
I picked a few. I picked a couple.
I got the one she put in on the D&D Beyond and I gave her the rest.
Hold on.
I say we do the thing where we kill him and then she makes him talk.
No.
Bara,
no.
Are you still holding his head and like looking straight at him? Did you like put him
Yes.
down? Okay.
It looks like
No,
a
I'm not
big
about to put him
stick.
down. I've got my hand still attached to his face because I'm about ready to punch this fucker because I don't know who he is. And Barbara still got some anger pent up, and she can't hit the bird yet.
I have cure wounds. I could heal him.
Okay.
afterward.
Please.
It's a prepared spell,
found it.
so
I found it. I found cure wounds.
Why makeshift? Why did you ask whether or not I still had my hand on his head?
to
Reasons?
bite you.
Reasons. Is that how you heal people? You nom on them?
Oh no, saying. I mean, I might. I mean,
Oh.
Cress might, not me. I mean, wait. Ah, damn, I'm confused now. Yes.
I think you both might. I feel like.
A nice healing bite. That's how this works, right?
Am I supposed to heal him? Did somebody tell me in game to heal him?
Oh,
Like,
that's true. We needed to. Do either of you know fucking healing spell?
Yes. Why are you injured?
No, this idiot is.
Why should we
Did
heal
I hit you
him?
with the
Cause she
fish?
wants to heal him.
Why?
I want him awake. I care less whether or not he gets healed. I'm
Fair
I
not
think
point.
we
She
hit him with
wants
the
him
fish
awake.
a few more times.
Can
You
we
can hit him
eat
before she
him
is awake.
after?
Are we eating him?
Fuck
That
it,
sounds
why
good.
not? Can somebody just wake him the fuck
Alright.
up?
Hit him with the
Cress?
fish again.
One of you two come heal this motherfucker with a spell, please.
Okay, but I'm hitting him with the fish again.
Oh, Khaled got him.
You could-
Khaled got him before the other two.
Callan is gonna finish off at this.
Touch. Just pokes him and heals him.
You see Khaled like reach down one of her big draconic hands and kind of pokes his back, and it's like some lightning kind of shoots across him, and he just
Enter the wake.
and he sits up a bit straighter. There was
I
like
still have a good grip on him, by the way.
there was kind of like this, like his eyes were glowing yellow, but it's a little dimmer now. They seem to be like going back to what they were before, but it's hard to tell what they're trying to go back to. As the moment he is back awake and he makes eye contact with Bara, holding him by the head, he quickly tries to make an attack on you, and
Motherfucker, you ain't gonna want to talk yet. You're just going
Can I
straight to
grab
attack.
him?
he didn't roll too good. Does a hang on. Oh wait, actually, does a 16 hit?
I want to restrain him.
Yes, it hits, but can I just see that Bara says quickly enough to hey, can we fucking chat? Holy shit.
Does anybody know what she just
Sure.
said?
Nope. Why did
I
we
said
wake this
I
thing
would
up?
like to chat before this motherfucker attacks.
Oh, okay. She's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I heard something about shat and I got really confused for a hot second.
Caleb, what did you say?
She wants to
Did
grab
you
him.
say something?
Can I
So-
restrain him?
He kind of quickly reaches down, or like starts to try and bring up the sword again, but it's a little too heavy from this position, since he doesn't have like the. He can pull it back and start swinging it. It's just in front of him. He managed to say that, and he pauses for a moment and just goes, "What do I have to say to the people who killed my village?"
I'm sorry, fucking what?
Yeah, excuse me?
Did you eat its village, daughter?
Canary just kind of looks at you guys like, what the heck did you do before I joined?
I didn't do shit. What the fuck?
What
Oi,
village
and Mania
are
kind
you
of leans
talking about?
forward and like snaps in front of his face and is just like, "Oi, we're gonna need more context than that, dipshit."
Agreed.
The ranger from Voyrin. The one who led the attack on my village. That must have been the one.
We haven't had a
The-
ranger in the Corps since like 100 years ago. We
He
like
looks back-
starved out fucking archers and shit. They're not good.
He kind of pulls Bar's hand over his head, or he makes a strength check to do that, as he like starts to stand up. Does a 7 beat your strength? Roll for strength, Bar?
Strength.
That's
That is
stealth.
stealth.
Oh,
But the D20 will work just fine, and 18 plus whatever strength modifier you have, you definitely beat him.
Okay, it'd be a 1.
So he kind of he stands back up, but your hand is still firmly like holding the top of his head. And he goes, "I was told a red tiefling was the leader of Voyrin, and they had a ranger with them who lived in Voyrin."
Motherfucker, I just moved here not too long ago.
Wait, who told you this?
That's also a good
What do you mean,
question.
who told me this?
Yeah, I mean, who told you that? Do you speak common, motherfucker?
And as you're saying that, the sword that he was holding, the wooden executioner sword, seems to shoot out of his hands and just arc away from him. And it like kind of flips in the air. You know how Kratos like recalls his Leviathan axe in God of War?
Oh god.
Sort of does that. And as your eyes kind of like follow it in its arc, and he does the same, you see it lands in the outstretched hand of a shirtless and very, very battered looking Elric.
Oh,
Who
there
seems
you
to have-
are, fuckface.
And let me just copy. And
Right, I should have made a token. Fuck.
don't worry, this works.
My
I
bad.
straight up did.
And right around back here, you see the actual Elric without his shirt on, and it seems like there's a lot of eyeballs all across his body with this yellow glow to them, and they seem to have this like
Ew.
seam connecting them all. It's hard to describe. It's like there's cracks going across his body that are kind of connecting the edges of all these eyeballs.
What
Good to
shit
see
hole
you.
did you crawl out of, Elric?
Good question, Bara. Glad to see you're all in good health. And that Kara kept you all entertained.
Yeah,
Alright.
about that,
Tamed
I'm about to
is
beat you
not
into
a right
a bloody
word to be
pulp for that.
using.
Yeah, exactly. What she fucking said.
Elric smiles over at you, and he casts. Yeah, a second. Where's his character sheet?
If you try to make her shut up, swear to God, I'm gonna hit you. I will find you and I will hit you.
Oh, I so... There's a lot more I want Bara to say.
I was talking about Mania. She's the one who can't hold her tongue.
Where's the spell? He
Sometimes,
has so many spells.
Sometimes having low charisma works out.
Where is Crest crawling off to, sir? Don't think you're
I was
sneaky.
just thinking.
What's he doing? He's up
Looking
there.
for more fish. He's lurking.
Wait,
He's on the
what?
prowl.
Where is he going? Oh, that's the auction house, buddy. That's where we
Anyway.
got the
Got a place to
bone.
sleep.
Oh boy.
He casts hold person on you, and vines seem to creep up from the ground and entangle around your ankles.
I fucking hate magic.
And I love it. Now, Bara, have you gotten acquainted with my friend here?
I A, haven't gotten a name, and B, being told that I'm somebody who killed a village that I would never do. So, no.
And you hear him from in front of you say, "Yes, you did. There was only one ranger who could have conducted that. You're the only one in this group who's even holding a bow."
Motherfucker! How long ago was this fucking attack?
By now it must have been. And here I'll recall out. About 200 years, Bara.
Yeah, dude, you're delusional. I was a child at that time.
And
Fucking hell. And she lets go of his head. Like, fucking hell.
he's able to like lift his head back up more clearly now. And you get a better look at his features. And you look at him and it says, and he says, "Wait, he called you Bara?"
Yeah, what of it?
The Bara. You see over his shoulder, Elric's kind of like,
Are you playing matchmaker or something?
he looks over at Mania.
You better not be fucking with my head, sir. The bird just fucking did that not too long ago. Do not want to be on that chopping block right now. I do not care for your fucking god. You will have a fucking arrow in your head in a second.
He starts walking over, kind of nonchalantly, and is like, hey, what's all this? Whoever said I was a god? Did I say that at some point? I don't really remember. I've been having a bit of a rough time, and, something that you said to me, I really took to heart. I figured I was being a bit too harsh on all of you before I left. And I got to thinking about things. Hey, watch it, Neil. I got to thinking about some things. And I should give you all a second chance. Now, my little friend, what'd you say your name was again? It's Johnny. Yeah.
You hear
Johnny.
a bow hit the
Another one of
ground.
those. Oh, now it's hitting Mum.
Where the fuck did you go that you got a sense of humor?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you dumbass.
Another universe.
What?
Where I fought to the death against myself from another life.
What?
Hey, like I said, I got a good sense of humor. Anyway. How you doing there, Bara?
I swear to fucking god. This is another fucking thing the bird's doing. You did say Johnny, right?
Yep. Johnny. From, back then. Hey, look at him. He, picks up Johnny from, under the armpits. He's all grown up now, huh? Seems to have aged naturally. Though I'm a little curious why he didn't choose death. Put me down this instant.
Excuse me?
And he kind of, shakes away Elric's hands and, steps back and turns around.
Do you want to explain this whole didn't choose death thing?
Oh, yes, you see.
The last I remember, I witnessed with my own two fucking eyes him have an arrow on his back, and then you change it.
Yes. You see, Verton's curse, there came a moment where all those affected by it within Selenoris, at least that I had spread the curse to, they had an opportunity to let their souls pass on to the afterlife. Although, you only really got a choice if you naturally would have been alive anyway. Just like a certain someone. And then you hear Johnny go, Wait, so you're the one. You're the Forest Guardian that transformed me all those years ago.
Should ask Guardian if he asked me.
And he's like looking
Should
back and
ask.
forth between Elric and Bara, and he seems very, very befuddled at this moment.
Quick question:
Not
how
really sure
long
what to
does hold
think.
person last?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Um. One minute. It's probably ended by now.
Cool. Mania just walks over to Khaled's side and just starts explaining to Khaled what's going on in Draconic, just whispering to Khaled, basically translating.
There's a good place for him to stand, right here. I'll switch him to Johnny's token, or Jonathan's token, just as a little confusion.
God, we have so many J's!
Bara, I will send you the hero forge I made.
Wonderful, thanks, man.
Nice. After I crack my fingers. So, here's the deal, everybody. I still have a pretty important task, which is, one, making sure that all the gods are, not killing lots of people. 2, bringing back some of the gods that are currently gone. 3, repairing some, if the task seems to come up. And 4, you all need to give me a reason not to kill all of you. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to let him travel with you, and you're going to show me if I should leave him alive. After all, he's still got...
Good job.
He's still got a few screws loose up there.
I wonder fucking why.
Hey, his choice to stick around. Also, his choice to accept it in the first place. Go figure. You might want to touch base with him about when he did that. Any other questions?
Yeah, hi, question, Ryan here. When you
Go.
prove to what? Like, you should leave us alive? Like, how do we do that? Do we have to be goody two-shoes, stand around a fire and sing Kumbaya and worship the stars or some shit?
Elric thinks to himself for a moment. As funny as that would be, I don't exactly have expectations that high. Now, how about we start by working on gathering the rest of the pieces of the gods? Let's, it'll be sort of like a, let the sparks of your blade guide you. Cast a little light every time you swing it. It'll show you the way. Hopefully. Either that, or it will show me that I should kill all of you.
I fucking hate
Question.
you.
One more question from me. Yes, Johnny? Or was it Jimmy? I wasn't really sure. I know another John, so... yeah. So, you're also cursed, right? You have the yellow eyes? Yeah, I am. What's it do you, kid? Oh, just wondering. So that means, you are currently transformed? What are you getting at, kid? I'm getting at this. And he, with like a kind of angry look on his face, he lifts up his hands again, and he casts Moonbeam.
Oh, fuck
And
it. Hey, kid! Knock off the magic shit. I'm not doing this again.
good question is, does Elric make a Constitution saving throw? Or wait.
Also, quick question, what the fuck is Moonbeam?
Moonbeam. A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area the first turn, takes damage, engulfed, 2d10 radiant damage on failed save. Important thing is, a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Oh shit.
On each of your turns, after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam. So, it's a DC 14
This
con
also
save.
affect him.
It's a 5-foot radius. It's not that big.
Yeah, he's not within Elric's
Ah,
square, so
okay.
no, it won't affect him.
Okay.
9 plus.
Just wanted to clarify, because I was unsure.
Please tell me you didn't make Con his dump stat.
Oh shit, he passed.
Yay.
Never mind. And he says from inside the beam as it's kind of giving off a humming glow. Kid, I don't think that's a particularly good idea. There's a lot of people here. This will cause a lot of problems.
Johnny,
And he thinks about it for a
God,
moment.
Use your fucking head. I know you have a brain in there.
He looks over at
Do
Bara
we
for
need
a
a
moment.
distraction punch?
Mania's still
he-
occasionally whispering in Draconic to explain what the fuck's going on.
And he dispels the moonbeam after a moment. Bara, how are we supposed to trust this guy? He literally turned me into a creature for 200 years.
Oh, you don't trust him. He's just too powerful for us to actually do anything about.
What Mania said.
Trust me, I hit this guy with my axe like 4 different times, made a fuck ton of different damage. And look, he still has his arms.
Not to mention, I did hit him with an arrow, and it did basically nothing.
Listen, not to offend your kid, but I'm 99% sure Bloodborne does more damage than an arrow.
Are you hitting Elric with the doesn't
He is
speak
getting
common
punched into
punches?
the wall.
Why are we hitting Khaled, what the fuck?
You did, in fact, hit Elric.
Mania, before we deal with what's going on here, yes, I'm aware your axe does a lot more damage than an arrow does, but I was aiming for vitals, and it clearly did jack shit.
Alright, this
so-
isn't a pissing contest. Our fucking dragon just punched a god into a wall. Can we please just fucking grab him?
And he launches back this way into this pile of plants, and a big cloud of dust kicks up around Elric. He was still a bit blinded from all the light inside all those eyeballs across him.
Mania kind of sticks
And,
her hand out and puts it on Khaled's chest and just tells her in Draconic, okay, let's not piss off the guy that's threatening to kill us.
Distraction punches.
Distraction.
I appreciate the distraction punch, but I'd rather not die today.
I'm just
And-
gonna...
Canary's just
Yeah,
in
what's-
back there like, what the fuck?
What's up? What are you doing,
Canary's
Canary?
walking away!
Canary! Canary!
Khaled, go
I'm,
grab her.
Canary, Chris, get your asses back over here,
expeditiously
you
leaving.
coward.
I'm expeditiously
Grab her.
leaving the area. No.
I don't know what you're talking about. I left a long time ago. I'm in the auction house. I've been gone.
I was watching. I was like, yeah, like restoring the gods. Yeah, great. I mean, I have my own personal thing there. And then you just punched him, the one who's like, let's give me a reason why I shouldn't kill you. I am leaving expeditiously.
Khaled got a 19.
No. I'm rolling. I'm rolling against it. I'm rolling against it. I'm rolling against it.
The only
please.
thing that's gonna save you is a nat 20 here.
15, let's go.
And I'm dragged
You-
back.
You once again get picked up like an ice cream cone. Cress, are you doing anything during this time?
He's
Were
in the
you
auction
hiding on the far
house.
side?
The man has walked
I'm in
away.
the action house.
He went
I was
back
looking
in to
for
try
snacks.
and find another meal.
Exactly.
Oh,
I have no idea
nice.
what's going on. Yeah.
You find that there's
Find the
no
find
longer
the lizard.
no longer bodies in there as you
Very
go
good.
up
Going
in there.
together.
Very disappointed.
Khaled, find the
Seems
lizard,
to
bring
have
it
Going
back.
together. Oh god.
Alright, I'm gonna do
I-
something a bit stupid. Mania's gonna walk over to Elric and extend a hand to try and help him up.
As you do that, you see him kind of like starting to make his way out of the dust as he's walking forward, and he like looks up, and he sees that you were like outstretching a hand, and he just goes, thank you, but
I'm picking him up with the other hand.
Wonderful. Okay.
Better not.
strength checks.
Stone
Come on,
strength check
dude.
for the lizard.
Okay, hold on.
Imagine watching an 8-foot tall woman.
Bara
walk through
is
this
going
door.
to
Nat 20,
have a
nat
headache.
20, nat 20.
You gotta-
No.
Well,
Ah!
it'd be a 15. So.
Oh, that's right. He has a modifier of like what? 2, 3, 2.
Oh, 2. Yeah, so it would be 14. Sorry.
14.
So
Damn, they
Yeah.
rolled the exact same thing.
so she wouldn't
Yeah.
do it.
He once again manages to wiggle out of your grasp as you are
Stop
still
it.
currently holding the small vampire in the other
Why
hand.
are you trying to grab me? What's going on? I'm
Get
just
your
trying
ass
to-
out
I'm
here,
going to chase him
Crest.
outside.
Bara, you wouldn't be in the auction house. Are you?
Crest,
Wait, is everybody
Grab
here?
me.
No,
Crest.
she's yelling at you
Okay,
from over here.
what's-
She's yelling
What's the matter,
at
daughter?
me.
grab
I
grab
want
daughter,
downsies.
15. Come here, kiddo.
I want Dowsy.
Never mind.
Bara,
You're
you
staying with
just
the
added
dragon.
another child to the
Again.
list. Bara has to keep an eye on it.
28.
You guys have fun though. I'm just gonna what's the
Mania
Another-
looks at Elric, pulls her hand back, kind of like clicks her jaw a little bit, turns and looks at the chaos that's going on in the doorway of the auction house, and just goes, "As you can see, controlling these bunch of toddlers is a bit difficult."
You could
I just-
say that again.
threw a fish at the calendar.
Elric smiles for a moment and goes, yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about. Anyway, as he's kind of dusting himself off, he's walking back towards the group, over toward this way. All right, now that you all have a bit of catharsis, I kind of did deserve that. Now, anyway, what was I on about?
Mhm.
And behind Elric, like to the south of this map, you all start to notice that the sky is looking.
I am using lovesick canary to block the fish.
Oh my god, stop it!
I just got
Children,
fish.
behave, please.
You just got fished. Just in the background, this chaos occurring.
Mania turns and looks at everyone and goes, "Oi! Knock it off before I come over there and I remove a hand from each of you! Get
Would
back
you like
over
a fish
here!
too?
Yes, come back here,
Fish.
bring me fish!"
And as you all turn your attention back towards Minia, you all notice the sky to the south is looking a different color than it probably should be.
Uh-oh.
It's like the sky has this kind of ash gray to it, or it's almost like it's darkening from a direction that it shouldn't really be darkening. And
The fuck?
as Elric's kind of still dusting himself off, there comes a moment where his eyes kind of widen, including all the ones on his torso. And he kind of just... Oh, damn. And he looks over his shoulder at the horizon. Well, that is very bad.
Explain now.
Please.
There's a god getting very close to us, and it's a very pissed off and very strong one. Now,
We should
All
leave
of it.
then.
yes, I'm probably the only one that can even distract them.
Listen,
Okay,
get
well,
out of the fountain.
bye.
Hopefully me and Kara can buy some time. I'll
Where
try
the
and meet
hell
back
is
up
that
with all
bird,
of you
by the way?
later.
We can deal with the bird later. Let's just get out of here before we have to fight another one.
Fine, lead the fucking way.
Lizard, let's go.
Bonking that bird on the
Extraction punch.
fucking head afterwards.
Are you trying to punch me? Or is she just saying distraction punch?
No. She is sick. She is questioning.
Okay. No, Khaled, no distraction punch. We're leaving. We're going. We're finding a ship. We're getting
She
the
is
fuck out of
questioning
here.
the distraction punch.
Nope, no distraction punch. We're leaving. We're fucking leaving. Let's go, everyone. Out. Let's go to the docks. Quickly. If I can remember where that's...
Distraction punch.
Let's
You
go.
guys smell pretty bad. You should jump in this fountain. It's really nice.
We will take a bath when we're not about to be killed. Let's go.
Why are we dying? That's weird.
Do you people bathe?
No,
I really can't tell.
I still smell like fish. I
I
probably shouldn't
literally
have taken
bayed like
so
2
many
days
with me.
ago when I jumped in a river to get all the blood off of me. Can we please just
Can I
fucking
drag?
go?
I don't think that counts. as
Makeshift,
a
can I
bath.
yoink
That's
on
definitely not a
Johnny's
bath.
arm and pull him direction, please?
Where are we going?
Yeah, you do that.
Going
Was
up
there
to the
soap
docks.
involved?
Going to the
And
docks.
I'm gonna switch you
Wanna
all
get
back
the
to
boat.
the start screen menu. You all make your way towards the docks, and as you're starting to get closer to the boats, give me a perception check.
Everybody?
Yeah, everybody. Just a casual perception check.
That is a
A cashy.
13, because I don't have any modifiers for that one. Oof,
That's a
Khaled.
13.
26. I'm a very
20, a
perfect
dirty
liver.
20.
Ooh,
Nice. So, all of you except Khaled, you notice you have a new guest along with you. You see Corkus running alongside of all of you to get towards the boat.
Wait,
No.
Corkus, isn't he the one that gave us the tour?
Yep.
Yeah,
Like a
Corkus.
little thief.
Oh, I have a bone to pick with
I
that
think we don't like him.
I don't like him.
I'm throwing a fish at him.
And he goes,
Children, can we like get moving along before we get killed, please?
I
Like,
just seen him.
please.
I'm throwing a fish at him. Come on.
I don't care. We do it when we get on a boat.
Canary whispers to Cress, "We're eating him later."
Oh my god, yeah.
No, bad.
It's gonna be so delicious. Let's beat him with the fish to get the smell of the fish on him first.
The traitor blood tastes a little bit more sour than the normal one, but we'll make it work.
Get on the fucking boat, all of you, before I start stabbing people. You know what?
Maybe we should
You
get some
too, Halfling. I'm
sugar.
having a word with you. And she kind of grabs him and just
Sweet
like
and sour.
pushes him forward.
Put him on the boat.
marinates him.
Yes. Yes. Get our dinner on the boat. Nom, 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 nom.
Johnny, whatever you do not get caught up with these two, please. They're already children as it is.
You're a child.
Worse
I'm
than
200 years old.
children.
Shut the fuck up.
She's older than I am.
Man-eating children. Let's
very
go.
hungry. Nom, 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 nom.
Are we on the boat yet?
I'm on the boat. I'm on
Yes.
the boat.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
boat. We still have the boat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And as you get onto the boat, you can see that the sky behind you from where you were before is starting to look. It's looking more and more like it's starting to get darker, and like you're starting to hear like louder noises coming from the town behind you.
Yeah,
And-
that's not good.
And you start to set sail, and you hear Corkus kind of call over to all of you, be like, "Hey, good thing y'all got me now. After all, seafaring is a bit of a talent of mine, more so than the other ones."
Focus.
You're being
Is
dinner,
dying
little
also a bit of a talent?
Shush, you two. Corkus, if you want to
Let's put a pin in that.
I suggest you.
Corkus scares the fuck out of her because she does not know that he is there, so she literally just like slaps her hand. She
Those
waves
were
her hand
words.
around in the direction of the yelling because she did not know that he was there.
Not quite sure what you said.
Oi, Halfling, any chance you speak Draconic?
Not a lick of it.
Yeah,
He said
fucking
you look
thought so.
tasty.
You two will not touch him. Stay close
I-
to Minia if you want to.
Did you forget he literally betrayed us?
He's a total jerk. We should totally throw him overboard or eat him.
We should totally just stab Caesar.
I want to pick him up.
Hey, you there with the green hair, pull the rope over there real quick to help lower the sail. And Johnny starts to like go over towards the rope, and he kind of like, yeah, that one there. And he kind of like starts tugging on it and like raises the sail. Don't know what you guys mean about betraying you. I didn't do any of that.
They're just pissed about a thing a bird showed us. Just fucking ignore them, honestly.
Oh, okay.
No, he did something.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I know
not
exactly
remembering
what he did,
what,
and you know what?
But I know.
It's the fucking merchant fucker country. They're all liars and thieves and shit like that, alright? They're all, I don't know, what do you call them, capitalists or some shit? Either way, they're all like that. Just leave
So
him
why
alone.
do we want him here? I don't understand why we're keeping him on here.
You know
Like,
why we're
where did he
keeping him on
come
here?
from?
Because I'm the queen and I fucking said so. We're
That's
gonna
just
need something
weird.
like this guy, alright?
Yeah,
Uh,
to eat.
To eat. Yeah,
Key.
that's what I was
Okay, let's
thinking
point
too.
this out. Let's look at this for a second. We have 2 clerics who both eat people. We have a dragon that punches people and doesn't understand a fucking word that we're all saying. And we've got a ranger who can shoot shit from far away but doesn't really do good close up. I'm the only tank here. I'm the only one that can actually walk up to someone and smash. I need somebody by my side to make sure I don't get stabbed in the back. All right?
What are you talking about? I take a hit.
Are we
Great.
not good
You
enough?
ran to get into bed when there was a lich fighting us.
I don't remember that.
You don't. Hold the fuck. Hold on. Chris, how could you forget the fact that in your, what I'm assuming it would quote unquote be a room, you ignore the rotten corpse
It was
and you
dead.
forget about that completely?
I think
The fact that
Kara
it was tossing you around
overestimated
like a
his
rag
ability
doll?
to be scared.
I just don't understand.
Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm
we
gonna pull my queen card here. I'm gonna pull the queen card. All right, you, and she points at Johnny and kind of narrows her eyes at him. You help him sail the damn ship. You, and she points at Bara. You keep watch to make sure whatever Elric is fighting doesn't come after us. You, she points at Canary, are gonna go down, find a room in the ship, and you're gonna stay there because I don't trust you to be up on this ship. I think you're gonna try and jump over and swim, and I'm not letting that happen tonight. And you, and she turns on Khaled and points at her, stay. All right?
Johnny just looks over at Bara like, Bara, is this normal?
These 2 are children and they're pissing us both off. Yes.
Canary goes to walk down to find a room. She walks by Cress. So, can you swim well?
So
I
good.
swear
Very
to
good
fucking
swimmer.
God, the 2 of you.
Good to know.
Separate
She
rooms.
goes down.
I think we're gonna go swimming later. Bye.
Separate rooms.
Jeez, you guys are a riot. This is gonna be a great time.
Listen,
I would go
Halfling.
back to bed into a piece of wood right now, but I need to look out.
Halfling, you are very close to being dead right now. Mostly because I'm just a little bit pissed off and the bird showed me a few things that I really don't want to see again. However, I do need somebody watching my back, and I also need somebody who's a little bit more knowledgeable of things outside of Voirin. That's why you're still alive. Prove to me that you are not worthy of this title of living, and you will be dead by my axe. Got it? Make sure she's talking to Corkus.
Huh? Oh, Corkus was he was looking at a bird that was flying nearby, and he goes, "Oh, what, me? Oh yeah, sure. I gotcha.
Good. Sail the damn ship. I'm gonna go
Aye,
find the
aye,
captain's
Captain.
quarters. I'm gonna go find the captain's quarters, and I'm gonna pray that there's rum on this goddamn ship." And Minia walks off trying to find the captain's quarters.
Ah, what a time this is gonna be. And Bar, what are you doing?
Keeping an eye and make sure whatever is going on over there doesn't follow us, like the queen said.
Word, keeping an eye out on deck. And I'm gonna say that Johnny stays at like a bit of a distance. He's chilling on like nearby Corkus more so. Seemed like an inviting individual, and they seem to be
The only one that's
chatting
not
about
fucking
something.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right. I would actually like to talk with Bara for a second, if at all possible.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Minia reemerges about like 15-20 minutes later, finally having found a bottle of rum, and is just casually drinking it like it's fucking tea. She walks over to Bara and she kind of puts both elbows on the railing of the ship and looks out over the ocean and is just like, "So you want to explain what that boy is? I'm gonna assume he has something to do with your room."
That. Long story short.
Oh, we've got plenty of time, and I've got plenty of drinks. She kind of shakes the rum bottle. Speak.
I was an orphan. Johnny, there, his family took me in. Closest thing I have to family. one night we went to the wall. That was not too far from our village. And all hell broke loose around. Arrows flying, buildings burning. Johnny took an arrow in the back. Right in front of me, basically. Dying. This part's the hardest one to talk about. Elric, aka what we knew as a forest guardian, showed up too late and basically asked me whether or not Johnny was somebody who wanted to protect others, and me answering yes basically resulted in Johnny being turned into the same thing as Elric. Fucking Wendigo. Watched it happen. My own 2 eyes. Still haunts me.
Minnie is silent for a bit before she kind of offers the rum bottle to you.
Bara takes it and chugs.
Good thing there's more than that it came from. Looks like we got on a nice little smuggling ship.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, Minnie's
Jeez.
gonna have a way better time with that than you are, dude.
Constitution.
DC 16.
Oh, fuck.
Constitution, what's the...
Oh, hey, nice. Dirty 20, let's
Dirty
go.
20, bud.
Nice. You managed to hold back the liquor as the waves of emotion in you kind of balance out the harshly strong alcohol you just downed.
Jesus Christ. Well,
If this is what surprised you, you'd be surprised what I got into.
no, I'm not really surprised. Just surprised that you didn't flinch at that shit. That's strong even for Voiron shit, and Voiron has mostly bathtub alcohol.
Again, if you think that's what surprised you, you'd be surprised what I got into. There's some stronger stuff than that.
Nah. You look like you got a good head on your shoulders. I'm sure you've gotten into a bunch of shit.
Wow.
Why don't you go get some sleep?
I probably shouldn't. It'll just be a fucking nightmare and I won't sleep for very long.
If you drink enough, it might not be a nightmare. You ever slept completely shit-faced?
You hear Corkus call over. That's true, you know. That was the Kermit voice. Whoopsie.
When did Hocus Crocus get here?
That's true, you know.
Alright, can it you, private conversation.
Haha, alright.
Well,
He
at
turns
least,
back towards the steering wheel.
at least I'd suggest going and talking to him. Even if it's just, surface level shit. Getting somebody back from your past like that.
I wouldn't even know how to start. If I hadn't said yes.
I don't know. Offer him a game of dice. Offer him some of that. Well, wait, no. He's like... Well, he is 200 years old.
You out on the deck right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. You can see him kind of just sitting against some like railing. That's the word. He's like sitting on the far side of the main deck against some railing.
So he's
just kind
basically
of
sitting on
like-
the opposite side of the ship than we are.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's just kind of quietly sitting there.
Minia turns and looks at him for a second before looking at before looking back at Bara and just goes, "You may not know where to start, but I'd still say go talk to him. Doesn't even have to be about anything serious, just talk to him. Hells no, if I could see my brother again, that's what I'd do.
You know, you seem like a very bloodthirsty person, but you're very wise. Bara turns and walks towards Johnny. Thanks.
She kind of chuckles and, she grabs the bottle from her before she walks away and just goes, "Get your own. Head downstairs." And she smirks and just turns back and just watches the sea again as she starts drinking herself.
Do you walk over to Johnny?
Yes.
You walk over towards him, and it seems like as he sees you approaching, he kind of like turns his head a bit away from you, like hiding his face a bit behind his hair.
You pissed off at me or something? And she sits down.
No, it's just... This is just a lot, is all.
You're telling me.
Like... I was in that place for so long. And this... Well... It's nice to be able to see you again. Yeah, it gives you a smile, and his eyes kind of like glow like little spotlights, or like night lights dimly against the night, or like the evening sky as it's starting to get dark out.
It's good to see you again, too. You don't know the hell of the past 200 years.
Well,
Lost the brains of our duo.
I did spend most of it as a mindless animal. By the way, you don't seem too bothered by that.
I came to accept long ago that words are not easy for this. Simply put, there's journals that talk about what you became.
Yeah.
Took me over 20 years to fully face the facts. Hell, I almost went to go see you.
You tried to go see... Bara, do you understand what I would have been? You would have just...
Yes.
You would have just died.
Would have been worth it.
To see what? Some creature in the place you used to call home?
She flicks him on the forehead. See you. No matter what form you were.
Your hands got stronger. By practicing with the bow, I guess.
Sir, I became a ranger. Damn straight. I practiced with a bow. Although I didn't have an idiot telling me I kept missing.
Well, I suppose that must have helped your aim. Though
Nah,
I
I
wonder
still
who
had
that
other
idiot must have
idiots.
been. Since it certainly couldn't have been me.
No, there were other dumb idiots around.
Say, after that first night, if you don't mind me asking, where did you actually go?
There's a small village south of where we lived. It's now known as Fool's Hope. I think for obvious reasons. Looking at you.
Yeah.
Elric dragged me there. And left me there.
Oh, great. So he didn't even take you far enough away to not hear the screaming.
Even if you
Indeed.
had, I still would have heard it. Or are you forgetting I was there when you changed?
Yeah. He's looking like kind of scratching his neck, looking a little uncomfortable. I should probably try and get some sleep. I'm starting to get a bit tired after today. Will you be all right on your own?
Been alright for 100 years, so yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
She ruffles his head. Go to sleep, you idiot.
All right. Good night, Bara. And
Night.
he goes to like wander below deck.
Medea kind of raises the rum bottle as he walks a bit closer.
And from one of the staircases, you see like Corkus sort of like trying to wave to get your attention, Bara. Give me a perception check. DC 5.
Oh my god, yeah, Abara's just so not paying attention. Perception, you said?
Yeah. Oh, I dropped my D20.
Oh no.
I got an 11.
You see the halfling waving at you from the base of a staircase, or from the top of the staircase, and as you look at him, he just kind of goes like, "Nice, good job." Gives you some thumbs up.
Thanks.
And then he wanders back over towards the wheel of the deck.
A wheel.
The wheel.
Has Johnny got any deck right now?
Yes.
Bara smacks her head against the wood. The railing.
Don't damage the ship.
It's the railing, it's not like I'm hitting the part that's floating us up.
Fair enough. If you really want to be helpful to some shit, you could try the crow's nest. Use those ranger eyes of yours.
Yes, I'll do that. She doesn't even make 2 steps and she hits the ground.
Hits the ground. What? You good? Is she asleep?
She's mentally exhausted.
All right.
You're sleeping in the crow's nest?
No, she didn't even make it 2 steps from where she was sitting.
Where's
you just fell
Mars,
asleep
where's
on deck?
Khaled right now?
Yeah! Her mental exhaustion kicked in. It was just like,
Standing in the center of the deck.
Cool. Okay. Mania walks over to Khaled and just kind of nudges her with an elbow and just goes, and in Draconic goes, "Why don't you take her downstairs and get some sleep, both of you? It's been a rough day."
Okay.
Khaled.
I kind of want to zoom in on.
Okay.
Hold on just 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Khaled. If you need anything, just let me know, alright?
Sorry, my thing broke.
You're fine. Just let me know if you need anything, alright?
Okay.
Alright, what are you doing now, Dungeon Master?
I'm a little curious. Dade and Lovesick, or Crescent Canary, are you two doing anything as this is going on upstairs? You colluding about
So
how to
glad
escape?
you asked.
Oh boy.
I'm plotting. I am scheming and plotting. While that conversation was going on,
Oh shit!
instead of going to a separate quarter, Cress, I follow you to yours.
Yeah.
Oh, woo.
And I'm like,
Alright.
"Hello?" And I'm like, Crescent.
God.
Oh my god. All right. That's the end of the stream, everybody. Good night. Look, he's got his head in his hands.
Never challenge me to a cringe contest. I will win every time.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
we're cringing? Wait, did we
Lovesick,
start
I didn't
that?
give
'Cause
up. I
I
just
didn't know it started. I didn't even know it started yet.
I think we would lose all our friends if we started for
Why
real.
doesn't
For real.
Why doesn't Germany have guns? I want to shoot myself.
I'm like, Canary's like, Cress,
Yes, daughter?
don't you think it's weird that this halfling just volunteered to come with us despite, if I'm remembering correctly, I literally tried to attack him before we entered that whole bird nonsense.
I believe he ran away after trying to steal from us.
Yes, so he knows that at least one of us has murderous intent, right? And he's still comfortable enough to be on a ship with us.
He's definitely up to no good for somebody so snack size.
That is what I'm saying, and he is very snack sized. So, what I'm thinking is, we need to get him alone. Away from the people who are protecting him, who don't see him as the little rat that he is.
Snack. I eat rats too.
I will keep that in mind.
Good for you, bud.
So, you and I need to find a time to get him alone to just friendly interrogate him.
Maybe we should
And-
just wait till everybody's asleep and then just throw him overboard and eat him in the ocean.
You know what? That's not a half bad idea. Except, my hair is looking really nice right now, so I don't really want to get wet. Why don't we interrogate him, then eat him, then throw him overboard, and then just say that he jumped overboard, right?
Yes, this seems good.
This seems good. Okay.
And if they
Don't
see the
forget-
bloody meth, we can just say it was a rat.
We
Save him a
can
little blood.
just say it was
Really big rats. Like dogs.
huge rats. Insane. So,
Dwarves probably got lots.
oh yeah. So let's wait for everyone to go to sleep. I'm gonna go to a separate quarter now. And meet me on the deck when everybody's asleep, okay?
Sounds good. But hey, how will we know when they're asleep?
Our rooms are pretty close to the entrance, right? To the quarters. Makeshift.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
So
pretty
we'll-
close.
We'll hear them walking by.
Hey, sounds
And how
great.
many-
Also, it's worth reminding you, Lovesick, you are able to fly if you stand in shadows.
I'm able to fly,
Wow.
but people can see me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wait, are you saying I could stick myself to the ceiling? Is that
Yeah,
weird?
you can fly. You're a Twilight cleric.
Spider Canary does whatever Spider Canary does.
Is it possible that I'm able to fly it on the ceiling at an angle where they can't see me when they walk in?
Yeah, like above the door frame. Sure.
Yes, there. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. Cress, I'm gonna stick myself to the ceiling like a spider, and I'll
Oh,
come get you when everyone's gone.
Can you show me how to do that?
That is
I can't.
that is Twilight cleric shit right there.
I love the emphasis on Twilight Cleric.
Yeah, that's her domain.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's the divine domain.
I
So
thought it
you
was
can-
very funny.
I like that too, because spiders like to eat things, so it makes sense that you'd be on the ceiling to have your snack.
Yes, yes. Okay. So I will see you later.
Looking forward to chowing down.
I stick myself to the ceiling.
I think this is what Elric was talking about.
So you
At this
with
point, are we actually gonna believe the two of them if they try and do this and they say
Oh,
he
fuck
actually
no.
jumped
We
off?
get to roll first.
You would
get to
not
roll.
know. You'd have to find out. You
That's
can't
fair.
just
Yeah,
do
That's
we
that.
get
fair.
to roll for it.
I
Otherwise,
won't
we
believe
have
you
it
just
now.
because I know that you're
Runaway
fat
people.
fucking bloodthirsty. I won't know how it happened, but I'm not gonna fucking believe you.
Why not? We
You
could be
two have
very
been
good.
scheming, trying to run away this entire time.
Look,
Plus,
look.
the two of you didn't even listen to Mania. So yeah,
My
Exactly.
charisma and my perception's pretty nice. I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying, I'm the queen.
Persuasion.
Doesn't matter. We
I
can
know, it
still lie to
doesn't.
the queen.
I know.
DM gets this.
You can lie to
DM
the queen, I
decides.
still don't like it.
Where's my
So-
persuasion?
Anyway, makeshift.
Canary snaps her fingers with this proud look on her face, and just she inverts, floats up to the ceiling, and she is standing on the ceiling.
Well, that's
Clothes
pretty
look
neat.
fine. The world is now upside down for you, and you're just flying while flavoring it to keep yourself against the ceiling.
Living in Australia.
Yes.
Oi, don't talk about Australia.
All right, mate.
So now, who has gone to bed so far?
Bara has, Johnny has, Mania's still out on the deck, Corkus is still out on the deck, and and Khaled has, because Mania was like, hey, go get some sleep, take her.
So just waiting on
Mania
Mania.
and Corkus.
I mean, Corkus, we want to stay out
Yeah,
there.
Corkus, you're fine, but Mania's
Either
the one you're
way.
waiting on.
Yeah. All right.
And you're gonna be waiting a very fucking long time. She's not
No,
going to
this-
sleep.
Now that you know this, thanks. Good.
No.
I wasn't going to sleep before you two were planning on this. Now I'm definitely not going to sleep.
Mhm.
So,
Well, we're not role playing. No murderous rage.
Sad.
do you two do anything else before I switch back to Group A?
You're good.
You get your plan prepped. So,
That's
well,
the
that's
plan.
going on beneath deck. Back up on the upper deck. It's been a few hours since you set sail at this point, and on the deck, Mania, give me a perception check. DC
18.
50. Oh, okay, that works. You here near the helm of the deck, the front of it, the far side.
Like, makeshift. You know the boat at sea map that we have?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay. Like over here?
Yeah,
over...
the front.
Okay. I don't know what the front of a boat
Oh,
is called.
I should say. I think it's the bow. I don't know my
The
my
bow.
boat names.
I don't know
It is
boat
the
stuff.
bow.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Dade.
You hear from high up what seems to be up in the crow's nest almost.
Okay.
You can see what seems to be some birds landing up there, but you can hear what sounds to be an owl, but you can't see the silhouette of an owl from up there. And that seems kind of odd, being out in the ocean and hearing that.
Mania kind of looks up at the crow's nest and is just like, oh, what the fuck now?
And as you look up, you can almost make out what seems to be like a yellowish glow from some of them. And one of these birds flaps its wings, and it lands down behind some of these boxes here.
Mania kind of she had been leaning up against this over here. She was leaning up against that, and she kind of pushes off and just walks a little bit closer and is just eyeing it suspiciously.
And you hear the bird speak and say, "Shh." And it quietly begins transforming from a bird into the shape of Elric.
Oh, it's druid shit.
He's got his cloak back on with the fur pelt over his shoulders.
And then he realizes what it is and just kind of leans back and just goes, nice trick.
Yeah, cool stuff. Make different animal noises with the wrong animals. Anyway, glad you were able to notice. Didn't know how much you knew about biology.
Eh. You gotta know shit when you're a general.
Well, I have some bad news. I just had a bit of a run-in with a goddess. And,
Which one?
well, have a look for yourself. He lifts up his shirt and shows his rib cage, and it seems like a lot of his body is like still regrowing in that section. And it's like the flesh is all like twisted. The skin's back on, but it's very clear that it seems like a big chunk of his torso almost had like a hole punched through it. And he goes, "Yeah, that was a nasty one. One of the gods that comes from hell. I think it's the one that's following around our vampire friend."
Wait, big buff looking lady, giant red and black wings.
He raises an eyebrow. "Yeah, the goddess of judgment. How'd you know?"
It was in Canary's room and the birds shit.
"Canary's room? What are you talking about?"
Ah, so she didn't tell you what she did. Your little
Alright,
bird
okay.
friend put us basically all in a maze. And once we got out of the maze, we all went through rooms. I'm not even sure what it was. It was either reenacting trauma, causing new trauma, or just pissing us off in general, but She had hers was a big old cathedral room, and some woman on a table called her an abomination, tried to grab at her neck at something. I think it was like a necklace or amulet or something, and then it turns out she was like that big fucking woman. I don't know. It was pretty fucking funny to watch, honestly, but yeah, I saw it.
I had to guess that might have been something like her mother. I know the stories about how vampires are born, but, well, I
Stillborns,
never have
right?
to live through that.
Isn't that what you said?
Yeah. On rare occasion. Oh, so you were listening.
Believe it or not, I'm not as dumb as I look.
Alright. But yes, on very rare occasion, a stillborn child comes back to life, and they age normally until age 18. There's no telling how old she is, or how many people she's eaten.
Yeah, she said she's been around for a long time.
So tell me, what did it show the mighty Queen of Voirin?
You really think I'm gonna tell you that? We're not exactly friends, you know.
Well, think about it this way. If I really wanted to kill you or hurt you, I could easily have done that by now.
Fair enough. You see him? She kind of gestures over to Corkus on the other side of the ship.
The small pair of hands with the top of a haircut poking out over the top? Yeah.
Yep. She showed me fighting him outside Voirin, but I couldn't do anything. I was powerless.
What do you mean, powerless?
Means exactly what I said. Powerless. I couldn't do anything. I was helpless. I couldn't do shit. All my attacks kept missing. I felt weaker. As hell.
Elric looks over his shoulder and, like, above a box that he's propped against. Oh, well. Halflings can be full of surprises. I think that sword he's got on him is something a bit special, but I don't think it has anything to do with his combat abilities, if that's what you're telling me.
No. I don't even think it was him.
Really?
Half of that shit in that place was an illusion. We couldn't even die. All our injuries were superficial.
I'm gonna have a talk with Kara about that. I think she's using her abilities too much.
I would recommend she not show her face around here for a while. Everyone's pretty pissed. Except for the lizard. I don't think he can be scared.
Yeah. Well then.
Can I ask you
Did you
something?
learn anything? Oh, yeah, sure.
You think brains can be broken?
He raises an eyebrow. Yeah, absolutely.
Huh. Weird.
You see, a long time now I've been thinking what I would do if I got myself a wish spell, you know. Undo anything, do anything I want, make a new species maybe.
More magic. Alright, what would you do?
Well, I used to always think I'd undo my curse. Or maybe make it so that Leverton never had the curse in the first place. Maybe she could have her mind restored and take it off of me. Or just to have my old life back, but every time I really thought about it, it occurred to me. If I did wish that, I'd be erased from existence completely.
Oh, what a shame. She kind of smirks at him a little bit.
Clever. But I mean it. When it came down to it, I thought about it. That kid I was a very long time ago died thousands. Wait a second. No. 1,400 years ago. I think. Tough to count.
Decent.
Well, still. Some things there's no going back from.
Yeah.
Even with all the magic in the world.
I can't stand your magic. It's weak ass shit. And she takes a swig from an almost empty rum bottle.
Why don't you like magic? Something wrong with it?
You ever heard of a town about 120 kilometers north of Voiron? Real small. Mostly farming. You ever heard
Hard to
about
keep
that?
track of all of them, but I did know that there was some farming settlements.
Yeah, that was mine. My dad was kind of king of that region.
Hmm.
Doesn't exist now. Bunch of what do you even call them? Wizards, sorcerers, warlocks, I don't know. A bunch of magic users showed up and convinced the people that we're hoarding the wealth and we needed to be taken down and revolution and all that bullshit. And it's really hard to like magic when it's used to burn down your home, kill your family, and send you running. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Hmm.
After all, magic is what transformed me in the first place. And, that didn't go too well.
Now you see why I don't like it. Also, I think it's a lot of cheap parlor tricks.
Well, magic comes from lots of different things. And sometimes it just comes in the form of transforming. You just saw me turn to a bird. That was really just my body transforming. Nothing too spectacular. Have you seen me shoot lightning yet?
I've seen you do a lot of things, Elric.
Ah, well, I can shoot lightning, just by the way.
Oh, impressive.
But you see, the lightning doesn't hurt my body, even though it hurts other people quite a bit. But why is that?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Here's the simple answer. It's mine. It comes from me, so it doesn't hurt me. Jonathan, not this one, other Jonathan, you don't know him. He told me a few details about something called, DNA. I think it's the letters he used. No idea what he was talking about, but he's a smart kid. Said it was something built into our very blood, and makes us who we are. And somehow, it helps code our magic so that it doesn't hurt us, even though it's coming from us. Firebolt doesn't burn my hands. Fireball, well, unless I'm standing in the circle, doesn't hurt me, even though I created it.
Alright. The point?
So what I'm saying is, Magic does strange things. But more importantly, everyone's magic is unique to them, and everyone has some in them, including you.
Yeah, I literally set you on fire like 3 days ago.
Exactly. And one day, you're going to have to accept that as part of who you are.
Or I don't. I don't gotta do anything I don't want to do. Free will exists for a reason, huh?
He stands up. You right?
Oi.
Not sure what else to say about that. Yeah?
Oh shit, I'm not good at this part. The thing before you, fucked off into whatever world you went to with the guard.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh.
I think something's fucked in my head. Something I don't even know, but I don't feel like that was exactly me. I mean, I don't just cut people down for fun. Believe it or not, I'm not as bloodthirsty as I look. I'm a fucking general, for God's... right. I'm a queen, for God's sakes, so... I gotta have some bit of smarts, right? So, yeah, sorry about that.
Apology accepted. And more importantly, I'm glad to hear it more than you understand. It's no secret I'm trying to turn you into the god of war. But, think about this. What use is war?
I know exactly what war's useful for. Like I said, I'm not an idiot.
Of course. Anybody who's going to represent it is going to need to understand it well. And so far, I think we've got a good grip on things.
When I'm not going crazy and cutting guards in half.
Well then, I'll be keeping an eye on the group, but from a bit of a distance. Try and keep it a secret for me.
Oh, I can keep lots of secrets, Elric.
He smiles and he turns back into a bird and just he flies off back to the crow's nest.
She gives him a salute as he goes off and turns to look back at wherever Corkus was.
Corkus is still driving the boat.
Fuck, we don't even know where we're going. Ah, shit. Oi, halfling.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you have a course set in mind?
Not a single one. I'm just heading for the nearest land.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Give me a minute. I need to talk to the, I don't know, the thing that looks like a child. One that wants to eat you. And she sets the empty bottle on the crates and heads down the stairs to look for Canary.
You do that.
It is time.
Give me a perception check as you walk below deck.
Come on, come on.
You better hope.
Let me make sure I have my modifiers. I'm pretty sure my modifier is nothing, but let me check.
It is time.
Where's perception? Yes, that is a 17.
17, and Canary, give me a stealth check
Motherfucker.
to beat that.
Nat one.
God.
Nat one.
Hold on, let's see.
Please, I'm a
Hold on,
general.
wait,
I
I
should
haven't
be able to
rolled
sense
anything.
this.
Let's see.
Nat one.
This-
Give her a nat one.
This is
Deception,
about to
I have
be-
a +3. Okay, so let's roll this. Let's see.
It is a
Stealth.
stealth check, not deception
Stealth.
check.
Oh, stealth?
Yeah.
You know
What do
that
I have for
meme image
stealth?
of the
I
carpenter
have a
sitting
+1.
inside of the cupboard that he made?
Yes.
And there's like a military man passing by him. It's about to be like that.
Literally, because she's the fucking queen.
For the name of all the gods, please. Please. 15.
Yes! I had a 17, let's go.
Ha!
Oof.
Not
So-
today!
Not today.
As you're walking around, it's kind of dark in here, and there's a few lanterns lit, but there's only like 2 to illuminate the main hull of the interior beneath deck. I don't know boat terms, but you feel a bit of cloth kind of brush the top of your head, and you look up, and you see Canary with who's kind of holding their hands against the walls. They're like in an indent above you where this the grill of the deck is. I don't know what that thing's called either. But they kind of look like they're trying to be really quiet as you look up and see them just above you.
Really?
Really?
God, I hate magic. I need to talk to you about something.
This isn't magic, but okay.
Whatever it is, it ain't fucking natural. Listen, you still have those priest memories, right?
Make shit.
You do?
Some of them, yeah.
I need you to find out where the next god bit is. We have the bone. I need to know where the next bit is.
No.
I don't think I heard you right. The fuck did you
I
just say to me?
think you did. No, not as long as that
so
halfling
you are
on
you are
board.
that fucking stupid. Got it. All right.
Mm.
And she pulls her axe back out, and she's just like, "So I'm either gonna beat it out of you, or we're gonna sit and we're gonna have a nice adult chat."
Poke her in the belly button. She's hovering above you.
No, she jumped down. She said she
I jumped down.
Oh, okay.
Either way, we can do it. Whichever way you want doesn't matter much to me. I've lived a lot longer than you, so I've experienced a lot of pain. I think I can handle what you're planning on dishing. I mean, but there is an easy way. You can just throw the halfling off board.
I'm not throwing him off board. Like I said, I need somebody watching my back, and clearly I can't trust you or the fucking lizard.
You can't trust him either.
Yeah, I know. I'm very fucking well aware. Do you really think I'm going to trust that guy? Fuck no. But he's here, and he was the first person I saw. If I had seen somebody with an actual guard's outfit on and a sword, I would have grabbed them. But you know what? He showed up, he was running alongside us, he's here. If you got a problem with that, you can go right overboard. But let us just remind you.
Fine.
Right now, we're the only things protecting you from the goddess of judgment.
I never needed your protection. I just needed a boat to get away. You can throw me overboard, but you'll never find the piece.
I ain't throwing
Now,
shit,
you
honey.
can convince me why he should be on board, or you can throw me overboard, and I can swim away. And you'll never find the other piece.
We'll find the other beat, it'll just take us longer. Don't act like you're all superior. You're the easiest option we have.
Well then, there is an easy way.
Why do you hate him so much anyway? Just because he attacked us? Or what'd he do to you? I don't even know. Because I think I would have a much better reason to hate him than you do.
Because of your little vision thing?
Yeah, exactly.
No. That wasn't actually him, and you know it. I hate him for who he is, not for who he's not.
What are you? Remember the wandering pool? You see shit? What?
Been alive for longer than you, met his type before. He's no good, and he'll backstab all of us the first chance he gets. And you should know that someone who's watching your back, you should trust them at least not to backstab you.
I don't trust you. I don't trust Bara. I don't trust the lizard. I don't trust Elric. Gaining my trust is really hard, sweetheart.
I don't want your trust, but I don't like him, and I'm not comfortable enough being on a ship with him. I trust you. I trust you that you will do what is best for you. I don't know what's best for this thing.
Alright, you know what? Fuck this shit. Mania storms out of the room, walks up the stairs of the ship, grabs Corkus by the back of the neck, and drags him downstairs and plops him in front of Canary. And it's just like, alright, we're working this out right now. Because I'm not having this on my ship.
I'm gonna bust
Whoa,
through.
whoa, what the?
Oh, wait, is it time? Is it time? Are we throwing him overboard? Oh, hi.
Great timing, Cress.
And as he opens the door, you also hear like a big like thump noise from like the opposite side of this area, and you turn to see Johnny. He's like holding his toe or like his foot in his hand, going, "Mm. Oh, God!
Why the fuck are you awake?
Give me a second.
Say curse
Sorry,
words.
sorry.
It helps.
Ah, fuck.
Good boy.
That's still cursed, right? Yeah.
Yep, that's still a curse. But Jesus Christ.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but do you know which room is Bara's?
Oh.
I just
It's
want
like
to.
that. All right.
I
Yeah.
like the fact that Bara just pass the fuck out. You're all just having a heyday with it. It's like,
I don't know. I just wanted to check on her, make sure she's getting
She's
rest.
with Khaled. She's fine. She passed out on the deck. I don't
Gotcha.
know which room she's in at the moment. You, actually. Come here.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wanders over, kind of like shaking his foot off a little bit to ease the pain on it. What's the matter?
Just stand there. Canary,
Okay.
you trust him?
I trust that Bara trusts him. And I trust Bara.
You know what he is, right?
I've seen it before.
Yeah, I thought you might have. I put him in charge of him. If he does, I put Johnny in charge of Corkus. If he does anything fucky, Twinkle Toes over here chops his head off. Deal? Because I really can't have you bitching.
Deal.
Wait,
She looks at
Wonderful.
Johnny. You promise that you'll kill him first sign of anything quote-unquote fucky?
Promise that I'll what? And then you hear Corkus go, "Ew, whoa, what's going on?"
Just fucking agree. I can't have this fucking up my ship.
All right, what do you say, Johnny? He goes, "Sure, I'll do that
Mm.
if he does."
And if you
that."
don't, I'll kill both of you. And it won't be quick.
Is it wrong that
I'll
that's a bit hot?
watch.
Anyway,
Both
wonderful.
Johnny and Corkus like give you this look of like,
Canary better hope Bara doesn't hear that shit, 'cause she ain't gonna be happy with that.
Hey, it's not him that she thinks it's hot. She thinks her threatening him was hot. You forget this bitch is
No,
kind
no,
of
no, not
bloodthirsty.
that part. The fact that Canary just threatened Johnny.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing you're asleep, so.
Yeah.
All right, and I go into my memories now. I'd like Jimmy Neutron Big Brain style.
Brain blast, let's go.
brain blast.
And the memory of the next piece is makeshift.
You recall that the next location you need to go to is a large traveling city, which is kind of this technological like wonder of the region, and it's constantly moving, but it's accessible and it's well linked and like it's well regarded by the Trading Confederacy, which you just came from, and it's pretty well protected.
Wait, so it's like
But,
Howl's Moving Castle, but with a city?
Yep, it's a whole
Oh,
moving
fuck
city.
yeah, let's go!
Oh dear. So I say all of that. I'm like, that's where the next piece is.
Oh, fuck me, we gotta go. Oh, God, we're gonna meet a lot of dwarves.
Hey, good thing I got some connections there already.
See,
I
he's
have
already
connections a
useful
lot
to
of
have
places.
around.
Let's
Alright.
hope you stay useful.
Alright, everyone shoo, back to sleep. An actual sleep this time.
I don't sleep.
Okay, well then sit in your room and color in your coloring books, kid. I don't know what you want.
I'm not a kid.
I'm very well aware you're not a kid, but you look like a kid, and it's weird that I find you threatening somebody hot because you look like a fucking 15-year-old kid.
And she gets.
Mania
Oh my.
turns to Corkus and points at him and just goes, I just saved your hide. Do anything to fuck us over, and I'll help her kill you.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hmm,
I'll keep that in mind.
you better. Alright, and you can go too, and she just kind of waves Johnny off.
Okay. Good night, again.
Uh-huh.
Before you go, do you think I should check on Bara? I don't know if I should.
You know what? Fuck it. If you want to, yeah, I don't know which room she's in. I told Khaled to bring her downstairs because, I'll be real honest, I'm fucking tired and I really didn't want to expand that kind of strength today. So, find the room with the big dragon. She's probably in there. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Don't piss off the dragon because I really don't need to be another mediator again. Wait.
Gotcha.
Do you speak Draconic?
Not a single word of it.
Oh, fuck. Does anybody in this goddamn boat besides me speak Draconic? Oh, yeah, right, the lizard. Alright, whatever. Just, don't piss her off. I'm going back upstairs. You follow me. You still gotta steer the ship back to that fucking automated city. Let's go.
And do you guys want to take a 5-minute break?
Yes,
there?
please, I gotta pee!
Please.
Yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay. We are going to take a quick 5-minute break for peeing and snacks, and we will be right back.
Bye.
And we are back. That's the instruction. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Lead.
Gonna hand it immediately over to Makeshift and let's get it going.
Nice. And so, that whole group is kind of chilling. They finished up talking, they disbanded.
Yep.
But since the winds are calm and the sea is also quite calm right now, Corkus makes his way down to where he knows that Johnny is currently staying, and he gives a knock on the door for him and asks him to like come with him, since there was that agreement just now between them. And he walks him over to another door, and Johnny just kind of like posts up against like the wall nearby, trying to be somewhat casual. And he knocks on his door. Canary, you hear some knocking on your door. Are both you and Cress in there as well? Are you still in the same room?
Are we, Cress?
No, I think that I was in my room and
You bust out and just went, oh.
I went into the hallway and then everybody just kind of left while I was standing there. So I think
So
I just
I
went back
am-
to my room.
Alone. Although if we need him, I'm pretty sure my room is close to his. Okay.
I'll say it's sharing a wall so we can hear what's going on.
All right. So I answer the door graciously. More
You
than
do
what
that.
he deserves. Okay.
God.
And
And
I'm
he
guessing
says-
there's Corkus on the other side.
Yeah, you see in Corkus, and he goes, hey there, Canary, right?
Yes.
So, I couldn't help but notice by the way you were, threatening my life and all, a little while ago. It seems like we got off on the wrong foot. I just wanted to, ask, how you doing?
And she starts laughing maniacally. And he's just like, off on the wrong foot. No, I think we got off on perfectly the right foot. And she like steps a little closer to him. I see right through you. Don't pretend to be nice with me.
He, leans back. Okay, here's the deal. So, the thing from back on, the Trading Federation Island, that's usually just a scam I run pretty commonly. It's, the old tourist trap trick. Just walk people around town, easiest job on the planet, But, That's really all there was to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me make something clear with you. I'm the scammer. I don't get scammed. The only reason your little charade flew over was because you convinced my, well, less than smart comrades that we should. So, let me make something clear with you. You step out of line again, I'll kill you. I've killed people over far, far less. And I'll enjoy it. Do you understand?
Yes, perfectly.
Wonderful. She starts closing the door. Sleep tight.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I just wanted to make something clear, alright? I know that we got off on the right foot, because that is really who I am. It's my job. I run a few scams here and there, but here's something that I know will prove me innocent. And he points at like the hilt of his sword and says, "Alright, you see this little lens at the butt of my sword?"
What about it?
He like pulls up a little closer. He like unsheathes it, but like it's backwards, so like clearly he wouldn't be able to like use it well. Says, "That right there is sort of like a telescope, alright? Now, if I point it at something, it shows me a little bit about the person. Okay? Now, based on the color it shines through, it tells me whether or not, you know, they deserve bad stuff to happen to them. Alright? I have taken up assassination jobs, I will admit that. Then again, you are also willingly saying that you're going to kill me, so, I feel like that's fine to tell you. But I have never once killed somebody who didn't deserve it.
Okay. And
Okay, Coolio.
Oh my god.
You hear Johnny from behind him go just like, yeah, what was the point to this? And he goes, I don't usually, interact like this all that much. It's, it's kind of a lonely life. Uh, so what's like a secret I could share with you to like, build trust?
Mm. And uh this is supposed to make me want to trust you. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm willingly admitting to, a shady lifestyle. It would be less trustworthy if I tried to hide that from you, but I don't want to.
Mm. So if a murderer comes up to you and says, "Hi, I just wanted to let you know I'm a serial killer." Do you trust that serial killer more? If I
Hey,
told you how many men I've killed and that they didn't deserve it, would that make you trust me more?
yes, honesty is a virtue.
Okay, then let me give you some honesty. I've killed men. Many, many. Men, women who didn't deserve it. Who pleaded for their lives, for their families' lives. And I killed them mercilessly and slowly. And I will do the same to you
Hot.
Hot.
if you cross me.
Very hot.
He calmly like sheathes the sword in a as like gentle, non-threatening way he can.
Mm.
He goes, "All right, I can speak your language, and I promise you, I will only ever betray you if it's worth more than 1,000 gold pieces.
God damn it,
Mm.
dude.
Can we shake on not trusting?
I
Common
can
ground?
shake on not trusting."
Wonderful. Put it there."
And she takes his hand, shakes it, pulls it towards her, and flips it to look at his wrist. And she
You do that?
yes, I do that. And I point and I go, right there. Right there is where I'm going to bleed you out if you betray me.
Jesus fucking Christ, why is that hot?
The more you point it out, the more you make my brain think that. Shush.
I need a cold shower, goddamn.
And she drops his hand.
Johnny is still just standing there like, should I do something? What's going on? And he's like, understood.
Wonderful.
Good night.
Sleep
Bye.
tight. Don't let the lizard bite. Closes the door.
Some like menacing kanji float around you as the door like creaks shut.
God damn it.
You hear Johnny from behind the door go, "Oh, that went well."
He's not wrong, I
He's very
mean-
stinky stupid.
He's so stinky. He's so smelly.
He's a scrunkly little man.
He is Bingus.
We're calling Johnny Bingus from now on.
No!
He's gonna wake up in the morning. All right, Bingus, how you doing?
And
What even
Cor-
is a pig? This is the first question that's gonna get asked.
No.
and Corkus
It's a
marches
cat.
on up to the top deck.
It's a naked cat.
Mars, I know what Bingus is. I'm saying the characters wouldn't.
Mania has indeed made herself a tiny little
I never know with
chair-
you.
A tiny little chair made out of boxes on the ship, and she is asleep. Best queen.
And Johnny, instead of going to his room, he walks over to where he thinks Cress is. And he gives a little knock. And Cress, you hear some knocking on your door.
Do you have any fish?
No, I don't have any fish on me.
Well, then go away.
Oh, okay. If I bring you a fish, could we talk for a moment?
I suppose that would do.
All right. Just a minute.
I love
Yeah,
you,
from-
Dade. Never change.
You hear like some rustling in the deck for a bit until like you hear like what seems to be like a barrel open, and then like some footsteps come back towards your door, and another knock.
Hello?
I have a fish. I
Oh,
don't know what kind.
How many
Yeah.
fish did you get?
Just the one fish.
Just one fish. Ah, Jesus. Come in, I guess.
Thank you.
And,
And
of
the
course,
door-
Cress is eating a fish when you come in.
He opens the door and he's holding just a whole fish, and he like looks back and forth between it and you and's like, "Do you want this on? Just do you want me to just hand this
Just
to you?"
toss it over here. Jeez, don't be stingy.
Oh, sure. And he makes a dexterity saving throw. You got a 15. He tossed it pretty well.
Damn it, I was hoping it would hit him in the face. That would have been really funny.
Payback! What a payback.
So, what's up, Mr. Person Guy thing?
He's like scratching his arm a bit and just goes, "So you're a lizard folk, right? Or dragonborn?
Yeah,
One of those
those
one of the-
things.
they eat people, right?
It's only the ones that taste good.
Yeah, so when you need to not do that, what do you do? Exactly. Do you have like a method?
You eat the fish, stupid.
Eat something else.
Makes sense, right? You don't eat people when you're hungry. It's not like you just go eat people. Jeez. God.
But
What are you, a
What if-
coward or something? How many stomachs do you have?
Well, what if you say have a curse of some kind that makes you need to eat specifically just people? What would you say do to maybe curb that hunger aside from eating people?
Oh, besides from medium, I was gonna say just get more people, but I would say don't eat the people.
Gotcha.
You're better off talking to the fucking dragon. You don't even know Draconic, man.
It's like talking to a wall. I'm sorry, but it is.
Talking to a wall of fish.
Yep.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know anything about curses. Why would? Oh yeah, I do know stuff about curses. What kind of curse do you have?
Oh, it's well, promise you won't freak out or anything when I say this.
I'm not likely to freak out.
Well, it's Laverton's curse, the one that turns people into Wendigos.
Oh, that sucks.
That's rough,
Yeah.
buddy.
You're telling?
That's a tough one you got there, man. There's better curses to have than that. Let me tell you.
Better
Yeah,
curses.
it's been pretty bad. In fact, ever since the curse was lightened, at least, I was able to transform back into my previous form. It's still been on my mind quite a bit.
With the eating the people thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's honestly even hard to sleep,
because you want to eat the people.
for lack of a better way of saying it. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. You should just stop doing that. It's really just not a good thing.
Should just stop.
That's what they
doing
told
that.
me. That's what they told me back when I was at the church. They said, "Hey, Crest, don't eat the people. People don't like it." Who knew?
If
Thank
you
you,
just say
Cress.
no, they can't legally hit you.
But if you have to eat the people, you try to eat people that people don't care about. That's the secret.
Just talk to the dragon with a translator or something.
Gotcha.
I don't think Medea wants to sit there and be a translator.
I'll try and just eat fish, maybe.
Hey, here, have your fish back. Throws the fish
Oh.
at him.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm gonna roll to see if he catches it.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
You got a 6.
You're screwed, buddy. You can't even catch a fish.
Yeah, I'll go wash this one off and try eating it.
I love you, Dave,
Yeah.
man.
And
Thank
if you do have to eat somebody, eat that halfling. He's
Eh, thank you, Chris.
Hey, bye. Hey, if you think about it, just throw some fish out in front of the door, okay? See you later.
Bye. And he like shuts the door. Oh my god.
I love you, Dade. Never change. Never.
And now
Yeah,
he's
Dade, please don't ever change.
fish in hand. He looks across the hall and he sees Bara's door. And he looks at the fish. He looks back at his door. And over at Cress's door. I'll wash it off first. And he goes and does that and takes a few bites of the fish, but it doesn't really do too much. And he walks over to Bara's door and kind of like hesitates a bit. Hi, been a while. Yes. Fuck, fine. And he gives it a knock. And
The dragon
Callum-
opens the door.
like instantly, like they were standing there. Oh, hi. You punch really hard.
She just blinks at him.
She doesn't speak common, man. Wait, Mars, does she speak anything other than Draconic? Was it Draconic and Infernal? Or was that me?
I think it's just Draconic.
Celestial, Draconic, Infernal, Abyssal.
Right.
Oh, it's those, yeah?
I doubt Johnny knows any of those.
He tries speaking in Druidic, and he tries saying hi there. You can't understand, but you can tell some about the way he was talking did change.
Small elf, the small man is here for you.
From the door, you hear Caleb saying something. That's you, Bara.
She is going to grab Borrow.
Borrow.
And thrust her into him.
Ooh, ooh.
From around the corner,
She's
Caleb
still
reaches.
passed out.
Oh, you're
This
still
is a-
sleeping.
This is a woman who
Yeah,
has been through
Mars.
so much mental trauma. She is out.
As you were,
Out like
I've listened to this audio before.
Oh, what?
as you are in the midst of your like meditative sleep that elves do, big dragon lady just picks you up like an ice cream cone, and the world around you shifting, gravity's orienting differently, and you get thrust straight into Johnny's arms,
Kinky.
and he like steps back a bit, like, "Ooh, hi, hi, Bara. Are you all right?"
I have just been thrown awake. Quite literally. That takes a moment to wake up. You alright?
Yeah, I just was around, and I did want to check on you. So how are you doing?
I passed out from mental exhaustion.
Yeah,
Listening.
I noticed. Were you sleeping well?
I don't know. Sometimes you remember the things when you wake up on your own, not when you're tossed awake, yelling towards the dragon lady. I don't really remember. Why?
Oh, I was thinking about you, and I wanted to make sure you were all right. So are you all right?
Physically, yes.
That's good. He seems like he really does not know what words to use right now,
Bro.
and he's still holding on to you
I'm
right now. He
begging
didn't
ya,
let go
get
yet.
more Riz.
Bara is still like half asleep. Do you think she's gonna realize that he's holding on to her?
Joke's on you. I don't know what Riz is.
Something's on your mind, clearly.
Caleb, are you still standing in the doorway, or did you like shut the door?
The dragon is still just looking at them.
Holy shit. Is there something on your mind, Jody?
Well, not really. I didn't actually really have a plan when I stopped by. I was told eating fish is
Is he trying to breed with you?
idea.
Hi! Hey!
Can you understand what she said?
Yeah? The face is red.
Oh, what does that mean? Did she say something that embarrassed you?
A little bit, but it's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh,
You need a
okay.
red tiefling to come save you. From the
It
dragon,
would
not
say-
from him.
For the dragon, most likely, yes, because quite literally just said, does he want to breed with you? What the fuck do you think's going through her head?
Okay. I'll help you here with the dragon. Minia wanders downstairs yawning and stretching, and she just blinks at the little scene in front of her and is just like, wow, that fast. Alright. Khaled, come on. Let's go, and we'll leave these two alone.
He's trying to breed with her.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
Calendar! Seriously, she walk away.
What,
Like,
what are they saying?
Good luck with your breathing.
Use protection,
What?
Bara. And Minia leads Khaled, back to where Mania's gonna sleep.
Were they talking about something privately?
yes.
Oh, well, maybe it's a good thing I stopped by to make sure that they, well, didn't get interrupted. Well, anyway, He has
What were you
exactly had a
talking
lot of
about with it?
experience.
Were we talking about fish?
Oh, Crest told me eating fish is good for hunger. So,
Good
yeah,
God.
he's still, you notice now that there's like a fish that was just on the floor next to him? Because he was holding it. But he like dropped it.
For obvious reasons.
Well, anyway, I guess I'll go to one of these rooms.
I have a question for you.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
How much did Elric explain anything to you?
Oh, well. You see, when he first came to me, well, he really just told me that a ranger from Voirin, who was here the day that my town fell, well, that he could lead me to them. I jumped at the opportunity.
And you automatically assume because he said ranger that they were the ones attacking.
Well, they would have needed a guide to get through Silenoris, so I assumed a surviving ranger would have been the one I need to look for. And if they were still alive after all this time, well, it must have been the elf. Oh, and I should mention, sorry about trying to kill you.
Dumbass.
That that's probably not a great way to put it, but yeah, I kind of can understand.
On the positive side of that, I only tried to kill you because I thought you were the one who almost killed you. And he gives you like a smile, like a really nervous one.
Bara breaks it off. You haven't changed that much at all. You still have your true sense of humor. She puts her hand up and pats him on the head because he's taller than her. Don't change. Don't lose that.
I'm glad that part of me hasn't changed. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your meditation. Oh, I suppose they probably have that room occupied now. If you want, we can take up you can just use my room.
Oh, well.
Run away!
You dare uwu in my presence.
And I'll fucking do it again.
Will.
Bara will blush more and go, you do realize they
All right, grabbing the
tried,
bleach.
right?" Bara's gonna plainly say, you do realize they went above deck, right?
Nope, we went
Not
further
in-
in.
Oh, you went
No,
further in?
they took up that room, yeah.
They,
We took
okay,
your
my
room.
brain... Yeah, I guess there's not a lot of rooms in anyways.
Small smuggling ship. What do you want?
I wasn't complaining.
And he just starts walking back towards his room.
She walks in tow.
Do you want to roleplay these two awkwardly talking in this
No,
room?
No.
No!
I was
No!
gonna say we've had plenty of that.
Yes,
You
please
fucking
move on.
virgins, no!
Oh my god, it's now my favorite thing to have him just awkwardly stumble through interactions.
Did he ever let
Act-
go of her?
Yes, at the
Okay.
end when he was
Okay.
like, "All right, let's go."
God damn, fucking virgins, man.
Savage.
Alright. Is that it?
Yeah, I'll say that's all the boat stuff.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Moving on.
that can actually be a pretty good spot to end the session if you guys want to end it there, or I can like introduce you
mean,
to the land.
It is 3:30
But-
in the morning for me, so.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late, and it's also yeah, we've been going for like 3 hours now.
3 hours and 7 minutes exactly. Alright, hold on. Ooh, doodly 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 doo. Barbarian transition. Awesome! Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on Path of Destruction, episode 4! We're back, baby!
Yay!
Thank
High
you.
fives, team.
High five! Yay!
High fives all
Totally
around.
wasn't
More
just thrown
fish.
into a fucking...
Yay.
More fish,
You
more
got a
chaos, and
fart,
oops, I
actually.
think I just ripped my sweater.
More fish. Hmm.
We will
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
back.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Perfect, Mars. You're perfect.
Yeah.
We will be back this Saturday with Rise of Vestia. Shanti will be back, as will Brock. It's gonna be very good. You're gonna learn some fun shit about Shanti. That's gonna be really interesting. Please be there because I worked really hard on it. But yeah, we will be back on Saturday with Rise of Vestia, and it's going to be awesome.
Be there, I will stomp on your genitals.
Please don't, Mars.
And
And I will
you-
watch.
She's back to threatening people.
God damn it.
Damn.
Proves my point.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit. Anyway,
you,
well, come back on
you
Saturday
might-
to watch us break makeshift more.
you might also see me in slightly
Oh,
different
right!
attire.
Yes, you gotta come see Makeshift. He's doing something very special. You gotta come see him. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
Let's put it
Oh
this
my
way: we
God.
made it to a certain milestone, and he has to keep his word.
He does. He does. He's gotta keep his word.
Thought it would take
Hot.
like months to get there, but we
It's
got
gonna
there
be
in
the
like
best
2
day of
weeks
my
after I
life.
Underestimate
promised
the
it.
power of A, people wanting you in a maid outfit, and B, people who's into D&D.
Made shift.
Yep.
Made shift. Made shift.
Made shift, made shift.
Oh,
So
it's
yeah,
crazy.
you'll be
Baby
seeing
tooth
that.
made shift.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming out to Path of Destruction tonight. I am so happy to be back. I know everyone else is happy to be back. And we will see you all on Saturday for Rise of Vestia. Thanks for stopping by. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Not the halfling.
See ya.